Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm having like the freaking hardest time going live. Ma'am, ma'am. Okay. I didn't think that I would have that many super chats already. Hold on, you guys. I'm so sorry. I haven't even shuffled. Give me 1 second. Okay. Hey, what's up, Lori? Happy Saturday. I didn't want to do an all signs. I just want to kind of hang out with you guys and do super chat questions. Okay. All right. 1 sec. What's up, guys? Are you guys having a good Saturday so far? A good weekend? There's the cat. There she is. The bane of my existence. What's up, Madison? What's up, Jill? Yeah, God, the picture looks so grainy. I don't know if I just need to be closer or what. What's up, Virgo chick? We're in no rush. Take your time. Thank you. I don't like being rushed. You know, I just don't. What's up, Anthony? I absolutely hate being rushed. It's like the rest of my night is ruined. Yeah, super chats are available all night, okay? But thank you guys so much for waiting on me. I'm really upset. I wanted to wear white on white. I thought that would be a cute, like, virgin wife thing, and it just didn't mesh because the whites were not equal. Does that make sense? Like, the whites were not, it wasn't the same white. And I got really flustered and really upset, but I still wanted to wear the skirt. But then I really wanted to wear this shirt and it wasn't matching. And I was having like a fashion faux pas extravaganza chaotic moment. About to video chat with the cute guy later. Ooh. Careful. Don't start falling asleep on the phone. That's when stuff gets weird. Girl, you are glowing. Oh, thank you. I just went to the gym a little bit ago. Got out of here, started rushing to get ready to come on here. Shh. Oh my God, I'm freaking tripping. And here we are. So, but yeah, I hope that your call goes really, really well. I realize I just really don't like wearing shorts. I feel super insecure right now. The shorts are cute. I look weird. My legs are so long. Thank you. What's up, Kismet? Okay. The shorts are cute, but I feel like my legs are so long. They look so awkward. I feel like a giraffe in roller skates, honey. What's up, Cassie? All right, let me see if I can get this camera. See if I can get this camera right. No, just kidding. Maybe closer. Still looks weird. Does it look grainy to you? It looks grainy, right? Like, I even use my Logitech Brio, which is like a $200 camera webcam. I don't want to pull out my whole big camera. It looks too... Not to gaslight, but you don't look weird. LOL, thanks. I mean, what? Did I just really say LOL, thanks? What in the Gen Z was that? Right? It's grainy. I wonder if I turn on the, lamp. Okay. Does that look better? Does that look better? Does that look a little better for you guys? What's up, Yvonne? All right, let me know if this is good. Damn, I'm not even wearing a freaking push-up bra. I'm wearing a sports bra because I didn't want to pronounce my titties, and they're still like... Somebody came in here last time and they were like, what are you selling? And so bad, because I was laying like this, and so bad I wanted to say something you can't afford, bitch. And I did not say the thing. I wanted to say the thing. I wanted to say the low vibe thing. I really did. Okay, so this is better. Okay, that's great. I want to make sure that you guys can't hear my music because I'm playing music that is not allowed to be on YouTube. Okay. So I'm listening to like Billie Eilish. Okay, let's see. All right, hold on. I'm going to answer these in just a second. I got to like chill out for a second, okay? I just got done rushing around and feeling absolutely insane. God help us all. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Let me just chill out for a second, okay? I have got to freaking chill out for a second because there's a lot going on there. All right. So, yeah. How are you? All right, let me see. Oh, I'm so excited, right? So Jupiter's about, I swear you guys, what I really think happens like when we have astrological transits, I really feel like it's right before the planet moves out of wherever it's at that you see the biggest results, negative or positive. Jupiter's been in my first house for a little under a year, and usually you gain weight or you get pregnant, right? In Taurus, like Jupiter and Taurus, right? And I'm like trying to gain weight. Finally, I weigh myself today and I'm 141. And I'm so happy. Oh my God. I am literally so freaking happy. I gained 6 pounds. I have been working my ass on, okay, not off. I have been taking my creatine. I have been taking my protein shakes. I have been eating like crazy. And the thing is that I have to eat like an asshole. Like I noticed that I can't just keep it clean. I know that sounds like a cop out. That sounds like a Taurus cop out, but I can't eat clean if I really want to. Not saying that I can't, like, whatever, but I noticed that sometimes I just need to get a good double bacon cheeseburger in and like call it a day, a few times a week, and it really helps. So that's kind of where my focus has been. And to up my laziness, I have this. You guys can't really see what it is, but it's like this long bed desk that rolls. One of my subscribers got it for me, and I am absolutely obsessed. It gives me every single reason to stay in bed, and I love it. Start a podcast. Well, I kind of did, but it's a lot of writing, and I'm thinking I just want to like turn it into a book. Damn, I guess I better get on these super chats. I guess I better get on these super chats. Damn. All right, let me go ahead and answer some of these real quick. Let me get them out of the way. Madison Davis, hey V, what are Jack's intentions towards me? Thanks. What's that 7 of Cups? I need another one. What are his feelings? The 7 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups in reverse. The 7 of Cups is clarified by the 3 of Wands and the 9 of Swords in reverse. I feel like there's a sexual thing here with that 7 of Cups. That can definitely be like a sexual fantasy kind of vibe. I feel like this person doesn't really know what his intentions are. I think he's kind of like waiting to see. He's not really trying to worry about it too much, but he's not really sure because he feels like you guys get on the same page and that makes things easier. He feels like sometimes you guys are on the same page, but at the same time, he doesn't know if what he's seeing or feeling is necessarily realistic, maybe. He's kind of got his head in the clouds a little bit, is what I want to say. Not like limerence or anything, but he's kind of got his head in the clouds a bit. But I don't see any negative intentions. It looks to me like his intent is to get on the same page with you, but I don't feel like he's going full throttle. I feel like he's kind of keeping some to himself for some reason. So he's not like trying to stress about it. Your advice is the moon growth and it's time to release negativity. Okay. So this could be kind of telling you, I don't want to say like let your emotions run amok, but listen to your gut feelings, trust yourself. It does talk about emotional growth and needing to focus on your emotional needs and emotional growth, emotional intelligence, emotional maturity. Not saying that you're emotionally immature or you're not emotionally intelligent, but that's what it's saying that you need to focus on. And there's something that you still need to release. Like we're still off of the heels of that full moon in Scorpio that happened on the 24th, which was a freaking doozy. I mean, definitely a doozy, like pitch a doozy. What the hell? Who am I? It's a doozy. But it was a fucking doozy for me, bitch. So I don't know. I feel like there's something that happened around the full moon in Scorpio for you that you're still needing to release because this is a full moon in Scorpio card. So I don't know what that is for you. Or maybe there's something that you need to reveal or something that you need to find out. Virgo chick, what are Kevin's intentions with me? Oh, 3 of Cups in reverse, the Page of Cups. He's a little bit of a slut, huh? No, I'm just kidding. It's just a joke. I'm just kidding. Ooh, well, so I clarified this 3 of Cups in reverse, right? And I got the 7 of Swords in reverse. Don't like that. The only reason I don't like it is because, yes, absolutely, it can be a third party energy. He could have other people behind the scenes that you don't really know about. He could feel a little guilty about it. But I think at the end of the day, what he's really focused on is himself. It's what or whom is going to meet his needs, what he wants. I think he has an intent with that Page of Cups to offer you something, right? Because I do think that there are feelings there, but I also feel like he's kind of at a full stop. He could feel like it's kind of easy to get to you, not like you're easy, but like it's easy to get to your heart, it's easy to get to your emotions, you don't put up a lot of resistance. But I feel like there's a truth he's not necessarily telling. But it could just be that he's not really sure how far he wants this to go. Okay, it could be that. Scorpio, anomaly, and step out of your comfort zone. God, this Scorpio energy keeps coming up for everybody. Um, hmm. I mean, just like I told Madison, listen to your intuition, obviously, with that Scorpio energy there. It's also telling you to make sure I know this is going to sound dumb, but be yourself. When we find ourselves kind of masking or acting a certain way to impress somebody, I mean, we all kind of do that, right? But in the end, that person ends up not being for us because we weren't always being authentic. And Pluto in Aquarius right now is asking us to be authentic. So I'm not saying that you're not, but just be cautious. But that step out of your comfort zone, I think that you can explore this. I think you can allow yourself to get a little deep. This could be something different for you. I just want to say be careful with that 3 of Cups in reverse because there could be something going on behind the scenes that you're unaware of. Okay. Vanessa Williams, still staying held back. If Leo man won't commit, annoyed about distance. Why won't he leave me alone? Why check on me? What is it? Why won't he leave Vanessa alone? God. He's feeling it. Why is this guy always it's always like he's going through something. It always feels like he's going through something. Like there's something that's always happening in his life behind the scenes. To me this is somebody who feels like they're not getting attention or who feels like something is missing in their life. He could still be very focused on the ending that you guys have had and he could feel kind of left out in a way. So why doesn't he approach? The 4 of Wands. He may be trying to break free from something. He may actually want to say something, but what is his issue? The 6 of Pentacles. Does he feel entitled? Does he feel like you need to approach first? I feel like he's thinking about it. Why is he checking on her still? Devil. I feel like there's an obsession here, like a sexual obsession or like a regular obsession. But, with men, if there's an obsession, it's usually sexually charged, right? So I kind of feel like there's something like that going on. But I would just be careful. I mean, I really think this guy is kind of like in a sad sack energy right now. And I don't know what's going on in his personal life, but it feels pretty heavy. And for some reason, he could feel like clinging to you or obsessing over you or doing that, on a daily basis, checking on you, whatever, is kind of helping him cope or is distracting him from something. Your advice is House 7, resistance and prosperity lies ahead. Well, it's kind of saying like don't make things harder on yourself than they need to be. If you really want this relationship, it's probably going to tell you that you're going to have to fight against some resistance. It is probably going to get worse before it gets better kind of thing. There's going to be some things that you're going to need to resolve or approach him about or whatever it is, and we all need to do that in our connections, right? But I feel like because you see this, right? I want you to see what this looks like. You see House 7? You see how this bird is flying away from House 7? House 7 is about relationships. House 7 is like a Libra energy. It's like Mr. or Mrs. Nice Guy. Oh, we're just getting along and right? But also it's about fairness. And like if you feel like something isn't fair, you just need to focus on this. You see the direction that this bird is going. New moon in Taurus, which is happening May 7th, May 8th, depending upon where you are. I love this new moon. I'm super excited. I think that you need to focus on the Taurus, maybe the Taurus house in your chart, or you need to focus on self-worth. Once again, this is showing up again, but self-worth, self-value, luxury, spa days, skincare, whatever it is that makes you feel good, or building your money. Okay. Okay, is there a way? Is there? All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. I didn't want to lay like that. I felt like I was at a brothel. Okay, let's see here. Kim Smith, I have a job interview this Tuesday for a company I previously worked for. Will I get the job? I think so. I think it's going to be competitive, but I think you have somebody there who believes in you, maybe looked at your resume or whatever, interviewed with you, thought you were good. I think that you're going to get it, but I also think that there are going to be extra things that you didn't realize. Like, I don't know if they need to send you to, I don't know, some kind of school or something that you didn't realize that you were going to have to study for this position, or they're going to have to put you through more safety training, or there's something that you're not really seeing, I think, under the surface. But I feel like ultimately it looks really good. I think that there's somebody here, specifically a masculine energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, maybe, that kind of has your back in regards to whatever this is. But I do feel like there's a lot of competition here, but I do think that you should be confident in your abilities. Um, so I feel like they're like sifting through people. Honeybee, MB's feelings for me. King of Swords, Page of Swords in reverse. This could be somebody who feels like you're making assumptions about him. This could be somebody who feels like you um think that you know something that you don't. But ultimately, if that Page of Swords in reverse isn't you, but that's what I initially got. With that King of Swords and Page of Swords in reverse, this is somebody who's not really, I don't want to say they're not accessing their feelings, but they're more so focused on what's going on in their mind and how they can be logical about a situation as opposed to really getting their emotions involved. I'm not saying that their emotions aren't involved, but for some reason they're trying to be logical. So for instance, if they heard like you gossiping about Tammy and they were like, oh, I don't know if I really like that. They're like, maybe I need to kind of keep my distance, or they saw that you posted something online and they're making assumptions about you and maybe they have the wrong idea. It's like something like that. What's W's DW 40 WD 40? I'm sorry. What's DW's feelings about me after my message today? Mm. He's not sure if he should walk away or not. He's not sure if he made the right decision. He seems like he's on the fence. He needs to think about something. Layla, hi, beautiful. What are ME's intentions with me? Damn, everybody wants to know everybody's intentions. The Lovers, the Five of Wands, the Hermit, and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Well, this person clearly feels some kind of connection with you, but they feel like there's some big decision that they need to make, but they're kind of fighting with themselves a little bit. I don't know if they just really need to think about their feelings for you and they need to isolate for a bit, or they need to take some alone time and think, is this person somebody who can be the mother of my kids, or somebody I can be with long term, or whatever the case is. But it could be, if you know that this person has somebody else, they could be, deciding what's best for them, whether it's you or that other person, but their intent is to love. They want love. That's what it is. They want to be able to make a decision, but for some reason they're feeling a little conflicted. And they're kind of going through, I don't want to say it's a dark night of the soul, but a little bit. They're kind of fighting with themselves, particularly maybe around their own self-worth or their own self-value. So I don't see bad intentions per se. Cassie, anything I need to know? I heard you already won. Stop thinking about it. You already won. Stop thinking about it. You can't change the past. There's nothing that you can do. You can't go back there. You've already won. And I don't know why it's telling me that. Day Bar. Hi, gorgeous. What does the rest of 2024 have in store for me? Wishing for positive things only. Appreciate you. Sure. What is that about? The Knight of Cups. You may shoot your shot with somebody. And it may fail, but and you could get your heart broken a little bit. But if you're already like in a relationship or something like that and that's all settled, I do see you maybe doing something creatively through pain. So what I mean by that is, like, some of the best poets and stuff like that were sad. Some of the best artists were fucking crazy, right? Like they just were, and it could be some, I'm not calling you crazy, but maybe utilizing some of that crazy in like a positive direction or in a creative direction. Now I could also see that if you are heartbroken about something this year, something's still kind of sitting negatively on your soul, I do see you maybe kind of going after love, surrounding yourself with more creative types maybe. Be careful of like overindulging. Be careful of drinking too much, or, getting too comfortable with life with that Nine of Cups in reverse, Knight of Wands. I kind of want to say be very cautious of the people that you're surrounding yourself with. Not like you have some crazy hidden enemy or something, right? Hopefully not. But it more so makes me wonder who's influencing you. Who's influencing you, and are they influencing you in a positive direction or a negative direction? So I really think that you're going after your passions, maybe going after love, taking action, etc. Maybe you strike out, maybe you don't, but you can't fear that. You can't be afraid to fail a little bit, so. But I see you kind of going every which and way, trying to like discover yourself or figure out what you want or something like that. FG Macrids, 2 questions. The old friend who thinks I did something, will she ever get over it? Yeah, you can be confident that she will. She'll like, probably, she may try to resolve it with you. She may just move on, but to me, I feel like this is resolving something with you. Like I feel like you're the King of Wands to her, maybe. Which one of my new options should I go for? Describe this person. The Tower, the Hangman. Spiritual warfare. Wow. This can be somebody who is going through a lot of changes, or somebody who has gone through a lot of trials and tribulations in their life, who's had to deal with maybe abuse or a lot of negativity in their life, etc. This could be somebody as well who may have a mental illness, or may like to be alone a lot because they've been through so much. It just feels like fucking tragedy. I'm not trying to laugh, but I'm like, wow, that is me. The person is me, FG. Maybe they have a mental illness. All right, let's see. Jen, is something changing with my work? What's going on at work? Is something changing at Jen's work? Something's going on, something that failed. I don't know if it's a client. I don't know if it's the business. I don't know what it is, but a cycle is closing in regards to something financial and in regards to something that's already been established from a financial basis or a business basis. The star, we're like healing something. There's somebody that is like a could be like a CEO or a boss. This person has a lot of hope, or somebody's putting their hope in some kind of authority figure there, and it seems like this person is healing something that had failed. So I don't feel like it's a negative. I feel like something negative happened and now it's being resolved. So I don't know what that means. Any good news coming my way? Tell me only the good stuff coming towards Spirit Room 23 within the next 3 months. Money, 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 money. Focus on investing, investments, figuring out where to put your money. You're making money, you're saving money. I feel like a lot of this has to do with money. I feel like money could be looking real good. Karmic Karen, is James/Aquarius thinking of me, Virgo? Eh. Eight of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Not really, to be honest. It feels like this person is just down in the dumps, being really hard on themselves about things, kind of blocking out memories that they don't want to think about, you know, blocking out you if they feel like they need to for whatever reason. But I feel like this person is really unhappy with like their routine or their day-to-day or their life or their work or something like that. And they just feel like they're going nowhere. So I don't even think it's like they're like, I'm not going to think about Karen. I just think that they're really disappointed with their life, you know, not like laughing at that, but Esmeralda, I leave for the army on 9/9. Oh wow, that was supposed to be my original that was supposed to be my original birthday. I was supposed to be born on the 9th, but you know, us Taurus placements like to take our sweet ass time. Um, so yeah, oh my God, that scared me. Sorry, my light on my vanity just went off and it totally freaked me out. My boyfriend is in the Marines. I'm an Aqua Sun, Cap Rising, and Aries Moon. He's an Aries Sun, Libra Rising, and Leo Moon. Do you see long term? He's going to be deployed in Iraq. Will he be okay out there? Do you see us long term? Um, there can be times where you're gonna feel like you need to mother him, or there can be times where you don't feel appreciated, or there could be times where you know, you might be overdoing it a little bit, or maybe he will. You know, the Empress in reverse, it can represent a few things. So it can represent somebody who's smothering another person, or somebody who's trying to get love by like overdoing it, you know, in some way, or over giving. I like the Eight of Swords in reverse because it makes me feel like this is you coming out of that energy. So if you felt maybe even just a little insecure, or you felt like, or you feel like you guys aren't able to have sex a lot, or if there's infertility issues or something like that, with that. Did I leave that curling iron on? What an idiot. Oh my God. Idiot, idiot, idiot. I'm so sorry. I feel like you're going to come out of that with that Nine of Pentacles. You're going to start feeling good about yourself. Not saying that you don't now, but I'm just saying like a general consensus. And so this is like looking good, feeling good, smelling good, making things easier on yourself, a higher self-esteem, working smarter, not harder. And with the Hierophant, I feel like there's a steady commitment here. Will he be okay in Iraq? Yeah, I do. With that High Priestess and the Two of Pentacles, it's like, yeah, okay, anything anything can kind of happen there, right? But I feel like he'll be fine at the end of the day. I feel like he has really good intuition. Like he makes good decisions from his intuition. Oh, look, Capricorn, insight and communication is key. So it's like slow and steady wins the race, you know. Capricorn is the type of sign to watch everybody else fail while they go up and fall down the mountain, and then figure out what mistakes everybody else made, and how they can do it better, so that way they can actually get to the top of the mountain, because they're not interested in how fast they can get there. They just want to make sure that they get there and they do it right. So maybe some insight in regards to that is really going to help you. Try not to overthink things. I know that's really difficult considering what you're going through, but just keep the lines of communication open as much as possible. And I think that you'll be okay. Making sure that, you know, both parties are being really mature, expressive, talking about our feelings, communicating what we need from the other party, right? And I know that's going to be difficult considering the circumstances, but as much as you possibly can is really going to help. All right, let's see. Ken Claudio, for all you do, take good care of yourself, Violetta Alexis. Oh, thank you. I will. I appreciate that. Chitara, hold on, let me like his thing. Chitara 2327, what are Jay's feelings and intentions towards me? Show me feelings. I don't like that. I hate the King of Pentacles. I hate the King of Pentacles. He's such a user. He's such a slack leech bitch. Oh God, but sometimes the King of Pentacles can just be like, oh, like we can put our money together and have more money. You know, it can kind of be like that. But be careful of like manipulation. He could be manipulating you, trying to get something out of you instead of doing it in more of a like an authentic way. I do feel like this is somebody who feels like they can't hack it on their own, and so they may feel like they need to get somebody that is better at something than they are, or has more money than them, or has more status, or whatever the thing is. I don't know what he feels like he needs from you. Everybody needs something, but I don't like the King of Pentacles in reverse, because it's more of a drain. It like drains somebody. So be careful of that, especially if this person like can't fulfill their own cup or their own bank account or whatever the case is. He could be coming to you, you know what I mean? And then you asked for his, was that intense or intentions or feelings? I don't know. What are the feelings? Two of Swords, the Justice. Give me one more for that. The Sun. This is going to sound really weird, but he kind of feels like you complete something in his life. He likes that you bring him some level of peace. I think that he feels like there's an equal playing field, which kind of goes against what this is. What is that King of Pentacles about? The Ace of Wands in reverse. Is this person just lazy? Are they like a procrastinator or something? Is he like delaying committing to you, or like what is that? Because I feel like there's a desire for commitment if he hasn't already. There's a desire to have like this equal give and take, but I don't know if he's like delaying something or taking a sweet ass time needing to make a decision, but you make him very happy. Oh, that was a mind fuck. Carpe Diem, love you, Violetta. Oh, I love you too. Thanks. Will I ever get married? It might be somebody from the past. It might be a Scorpio. Okay. It could be a Scorpio. But I feel like you're gonna get married once you are like in this energy of, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I'm gonna do me. I'm owning all of my ghosts and my shadows and my past, etc. And I'm like moving forward, like you being a leader in your own life. Not saying that you weren't now, but I feel like that's when you're gonna meet that person. It could be somebody with a very strong scorpionic placement. Does my Leo want to be in a committed relationship with me? What does the Leo want from Carpe Diem? I feel like there's mutual love here, but with that Fool in reverse, this person is afraid to take some kind of risk for whatever reason. I'm gonna pull extra one for you. Why? Queen of Swords in reverse. He feels like you're mean, or you get triggered, or you get overly emotional about things. Or he may feel like you have a friend that's an asshole. Okay, so it could be any of those. All right, let's go ahead and look back at the chat now. All right, thanks, guys. All right. Cool. What's up, boyfriend? What's up, boyfriend? You're welcome, Esmeralda. Um, what's up, Ascending Fate? Why is my name and my zodiac sign popular? How is your name popular in my chat? What are you talking about? Scorpio's a pretty popular sign, to be fair. I'm so dead. No. Oh my God. So I signed up or made an appointment to get my passport. I did. I want to get out of the country. I want to go somewhere cool. I want to go to like Italy or something like that. I need to get out of here, man. I need to get out of here. I am driving myself crazy in this cesspool of poopy shit. I just can't. Oh God. So Monday I'm going. I'm really excited. I know it's gonna take a while. I know that you can rush. Can't you rush passports? I'm pretty sure that you can. In your question, I seen James. Ooh, it's a sign. It's a sign. Just kidding. God. I don't know. I want to take it. Have you guys ever been out of the country? I'd like to take suggestions. I want to get out of here. Oh my God, Andrew. Andrew. That's so cool. Yeah, I want to go somewhere. I've always wanted to go to Dubai, but I always have this like super big paranoia that I'm going to end up getting arrested for something that I'm wearing and then I'm not going to be able to get out of jail in Dubai. Just, I'm too ready to go. But I don't think like that's, and I want to go alone. Like where I'm going, I want to go alone. So it has to be safe for a woman. You know what I mean? So I don't know where that would be. I don't know what's like the safe place. Hi 333. What are the Aries, our feelings and intentions towards me? And is the Aquarius coming back? P.S. You're gorgeous. Oh, thank you. What are the Aries feelings? Show me the feelings. 10 of Cups in reverse. I need one more. Temperance in reverse. If you guys had a breakup or if something isn't working out emotionally for the two of you, this person isn't really happy about it, okay? Or this person could be like obsessing over a past relationship and not be happy with that and how things failed, or this person could just feel not emotionally supported and they're not happy with that. It feels like they're like a little emotionally unequipped, if that makes sense. Um, is the sorry, intentions, the Five of Swords. I don't like this. I feel like this is a game player. Is the Aquarius coming back? Wheel of Fortune. I feel like it could go either way. I don't think that this person is like super focused on like whether or not this is gonna happen. You know, they're just kind of like, ah, whatever. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I mean? Um, boyfriend, will I end up having fun next Saturday with Matt Cancer? You could find that this person has like some ego triggers. I'm not saying you're not gonna have a good time, but you could like sense something like, oh, this person is feels a little emasculated. You know, this person, you know, puts a tampon in his pee hole, you know, like he like sorry. But there's something about him that you're probably going to notice in regards to his pride or his ego. So I'm not saying you're not going to have fun, but you are going to sense something. Like you're going to catch something you probably are not going to like. Vanessa Williams, I honestly want one thing from this man right now. Is this ever going to happen again ever? Ah, gotcha. God, this is a stubborn bastard. This is what's going to happen. Six of Cups in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Swords. This is like somebody holding a grudge, somebody needing to grow up, somebody trying to act like, you know, act indifferent or act like they don't care what the person thinks, which I feel like is him, but they secretly do. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This person very much cares about how he is like perceived, which I notice is like a Virgo and a Leo thing very much. Show me more. The Ten of Wands, the Judgment in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, a okay, so this to me is like somebody actually putting in an effort. Do I feel like there could be an opportunity again? Yes, but the judgment in reverse is like somebody playing the blame game or somebody misjudging another person, and trying to put all of the blame on the other individual. So I don't like that. So I don't know. I'm not getting anything about like, oh, house four, dominance and conclusions are within reach. And baby, these listen, these little power plays, they could get you, they're gonna get you fucked. And I'm not talking about that kind. Okay. I mean, they might, that can be fun, right? Like if you have a power play relationship with somebody and they know how to do it, right? Because, like, and I don't want to speak for all women, okay, but I know that a lot of women, like when we're arguing and it's just like, it doesn't have to be that deep. Like we probably want to get, you know, our asses handed to us in a consensual way, right? We want to show us you care by taking off your pants. Right? No, I'm just kidding. But if it is that deep, I feel like this person is going to really fuck with your emotions, like on a deep level, like trigger childhood wounds and shit. Like, trigger the daddy issues or the mommy issues or the issues, right? And so I'm kind of feeling like you're needing to take your emotional power back a little bit. And I don't know how you want to do that. I really don't. And the thing is that I mean, I feel like I know what you want, so I don't feel like that really matters, but I mean, it does, but just don't let this man have you by the balls so hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, live your life, go out there, see whom or what else is out there. You know what I mean? Damn, girl, was it that good? Was it that good? Shit. See, my thing is that like when I find somebody that, is I'm compatible with in the bedroom, like it makes it very hard for me to leave because I'm so picky. I will straight up, and I'm not trying to be mean, but if I do not have an emotional attachment to you and you suck in the bedroom, it will be like I never existed. It will be like I never existed and I will block you. I will block you. I will absolutely block you. And I've had to do it before. And I just it's so when I get it, I get what you're saying because when I find somebody that like I like it with, that's a real I'm like, damn, I get stuck on that shit. You know what I mean? So I get it. Sky, what are his thoughts about me? He may feel like you can't let go of him or some kind of immaturity that you have or naivety keeps you living in the past or keeps you stuck in some way. Um, or he could feel like you're delaying coming back around if that's a thing. Hmm. Weird. Weird. That is weird. But yeah, like I get it. And I don't like I'm not big on getting into relationships because, at least not with men, because every time I get into a relationship with a guy, pretty much every time they end up completely abusing their power. They're never who they say they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep in mind, okay, if you're getting the bare minimum in the beginning, what do you think it's going to look like a year from now? Because men lessen their effort, not all of them, but a lot of the time they lessen their effort once they already have you. So what are you seeing in the beginning? Cut that in half. That's what you're going to get. Okay? Unless they are just super emotionally intelligent and super emotionally mature and they're totally obsessed with you and they're super in love with you, da 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 da, da, right? Because they're gonna, like, everybody does that, right? They put their best foot forward, but usually women are consistent with that effort, right? from my experience, I'm bisexual, honey, so you can't tell me nothing, okay? And I'm also a woman. But men, they tend to, okay, I got her. And I had literally asked this wonderful Virgo sun man, right? I was like, why don't you do the things that you used to do anymore? Verbatim, he literally said, well, I have you now, so I don't really need to do those things. I beg your finest fucking pardon? Bitch, what? Like the fact you said it out loud. Now, to be fair, he was autistic, okay? So, and I just felt like he told the truth for all men everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Oh my God. Performance anxiety. Shut up. Vanessa Williams. Okay, last one. I'm stuck. That man was flipping me around. Ugh. Anyways, is he eventually going to speak in the future? He's so mad at me. Is he going to speak to Vanessa Williams within the next 3 months? There's that eight of cups in reverse again. He's gonna mess with you for a while. Pull the wool over your eyes, make you think he's gonna take his sweet ass time. Knight of Pentacles. And it's for his ego. Do I think he'll come back around? Yes, but I think it's for his ego. But I get it. I totally get it. It'll be for his ego. Boyfriend, how does Matt Cancer currently feel towards Taryn? How does Matt feel towards Taryn? Like you guys are on the same page about morals, values, beliefs, commitment, religion or spirituality or whatever the thing is. This is somebody who enjoys talking to you. What's that? Page of Swords in reverse, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, but feels like you guys are not on the same page about Page of Swords in reverse, a truth, an assumption. There was an assumption being made, or there has been an assumption being made, or there was either some drama or something online, or a lie, or just like I said, some kind of assumption that he feels like you guys are not on the same page about. But ultimately, this is somebody who feels like when it comes down to the foundational stuff, you guys are pretty much on the same page. Strong connection, etc. Likes the conversation, but there's something like more petty that you guys are not on the same page about. So like small picture stuff. Hi 333. Should I go on my date tomorrow with the Aries or not even bother with him? What happens if Hi 333 goes on the date with the Aries? Mm. Oh man, I really want to make a comment right now, but I'm not going to. I was going to make fun of Aries men, but I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to be low today. Maybe later. Well, I mean, he's probably gonna buy you stuff, buy you a drink, buy you dinner, Six of Pentacles, give into this, whatever. You guys might get a little philosophical. He may give you his opinion on like his feelings about, I don't know, this is Moon in Sagittarius, worldly matters, politics, religion, spirituality, something that he knows, you could feel like he's a little guarded and he's only giving so if it's not that, you could feel like he's a little guarded, although like he's present and he's giving to this. You could feel like there's like a wall kind of between the two of you, or you could feel like he's somebody who's just been through a lot. So yeah, I mean, I think that you can have a good time, but it may get to a point where it kind of feels like, oh, did I like hit a nerve or something like that? Delilah, hello, will I make good money today and Sunday? How's the vibe? Show me today. Yeah, I mean, I think that you can. You're gonna bust your ass today is what it looks like, but yeah, I think it'll be okay. Sunday, eh, I don't know if Sunday's looking that great. Devil in reverse. I mean, the devil in the upright to me is like money, right? The devil in reverse, because it's Capricorn. The devil in reverse. Now, the devil in reverse is usually pretty good. So it's like an awareness of a fear or an anxiety or a trauma bond or an issue or something like that. But if we're just talking money, devil in reverse, I don't know if Sunday looks great. Tonight or today looks better. Sky, will I be meeting someone in the near future? Is there something good and love to look forward to? Wah, wah. I'm sorry. Be careful of the fire sign man. That's a warning for everyone. No, I'm just joking. Fire sign men are that bad, I guess. I don't know. They're okay. No offense. But I feel like you're gonna be disappointed. I feel like I hate to say that. I feel like you're gonna be disappointed, you know. There's gonna be somebody who you may feel like is a shitty leader, or somebody who's like, you know, somebody's like a part of the red pill community, or somebody who is really in their ego all the time, or has too much pride to ask you out, or something like that. And I feel like you're just going to be disappointed. I think that you will have options available to you with that Four of Cups, but your focus could be so much on one particular person that you miss the rest of them. So try to keep your options open is what I want to say. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Cassie. I didn't even see your thing. Cassie, I'm wondering if the Virgo is being a player. Your thoughts, please. I don't think a player per se. I mean, two of wands in reverse. Okay, you know, maybe he has a couple of options, but to me, this is somebody who's just kind of at a crossroads, isn't really feeling comfortable coming out of his shell. Somebody who's kind of stuck on the fence about life, somebody who's focusing on something from the past that they're sad about. So a player, I don't know if I would say that, but definitely somebody who's fucking sad, like all Virgo men. No, I'm just kidding. I texted you, open up your phone, texted me. You talking to me? You don't have my number. You do not have my number. What are you talking about? What's up, Moon Sun Tarot? How are you? Um, your finest looking pardon, right? What? Why'd you retract your message, weirdo? Are you talking to me? Who are you talking to? Oh my goodness. Yeah. So yeah, I saw that Lori was talking about Australia. I'd be cool going to Australia. I think that would be cool. I don't know if that'd be my first pick though. I heard they got like crazy freaking creepy not me. Okay, I was like, who are you talking to? That's hard to say. Don't be flexing in this chat, FG, like you got my number, whatever. Vanessa, hi gorgeous. The Virgo guy. Damn, what is up with you people and the Virgo guys? Just get over it. The Virgo and the Aries men. Like y'all haven't learned. No, just kidding. God damn. Oh my goodness. Okay. Vanessa, hi, gorgeous. The Virgo guy wants to catch up, and this mostly happens when he wants me to help lift his energy. What are his intentions towards trying to meet? Ten of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Fool. He wants to get out of a funk, probably. Ten of Swords, Knight of Wands, the Fool. He just wants to break out of some kind of feeling betrayed energy, or feeling like he's at a standstill, or whatever the case. I don't, it's like a good time, not a long time. Six of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Swords, the Page of Cups. This person is like having these ego issues, or feeling like he's not getting enough attention. Six of Wands in reverse, and he could feel like he really needs that in order to feel validated, and he is offering you something because he needs that. So yeah, I think that you're absolutely right. Opposition, displacement, yeah, hold your vision. I feel like this is talking about hold your ground. And opposition is like when two people are at a complete in opposite directions, at a standstill. And I think that's probably where it needs to stay, because this displacement, I feel like he's putting his energy into trying to get validation from women when he needs to go to therapy or something. Men will do everything but go to therapy. Except Rick. We love Rick, even though he's not here, right? Except Rick. Lee, hi babe. Can you please tell me about Leo? I'm seeing and how the action future towards me. Um, okay, what are his future action? What are the Leo's future actions towards Leo? the Page of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I see there's communication, wanting to get together, even if it's just like friendly, wanting a reconciliation if there's been some kind of separation. I do see some communication, and it could kind of come out of nowhere or come in really, really fast. But with that Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I feel like this is going to be a repetitive cycle, or this is somebody who still is not changed or has not changed. So I don't know what that means for you. Do you like bouncy houses? I like money, something that you don't have, okay? Just kidding. Um, let's see here. Damn, these two, I did not expect the super chats to be so on fire tonight. Um, thanks, King James. King James. Sorry, okay. Linglicious. How does Taurus feel after my text? Our text yesterday, his next actions to me. How does he feel for Linglicious? Ooh. Well, because sex. Definitely wants to have sex with you. Yeah. So not sure what that's about. Just thinks you're linglicious. You know what I'm saying? A very strong attraction. Maybe feels like you're somebody who will put him in his place. Very Aries like, showing up in your power. He feels somebody who's not afraid to speak their mind. Somebody who is inspiring him in some way. Next actions towards linglicious. He's interested in doing what's good for the both of you, not necessarily just himself. That Six of Cups there, he wants to give you a little blessing. And I don't know if it's the sock in his pants or he's just happy to see you, or if it's just more than that. But the Six of Cups is like a blessing from God. It can be, you know, wanting to give someone a gift. It is deep feelings. It's Sun and Scorpio. You know, and I feel like this feeds his ego a little bit, because I think he looks at you like somebody who's quite desirable. So he's flattered, you know, or something like that. So I don't know if you guys had a horrible conversation, but it looks like it went well. Went well for him. Summer, how is M feeling about me? He feels like you have a lot of the things that he requires. Page of Pentacles. He wants to learn more about you, or he wants to offer something to you. He feels like you check off a lot of boxes, and he's content with like who you are, what you have to offer. Vanessa Williams, I guess I'm not done. Okay. If I just flat out reject this man, put him in his place, be a I've been kind, what would be the result? You're welcome, Linglicious. Okay, let me see. The Hermit, he would go within. Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, ends up probably working on himself. The Hermit is very humble, so it may humble him. And I feel like it could bring in an opportunity between the both of you at some point in the future, but this makes me feel like this is more about self-mastery than anything. He's gonna have one of those glow ups, honey. He's gonna be in the gym like, oh, she said I was a whatever, you know. How about towards her? What is he gonna do towards her? Well, um, I have, you know, Leo men can be saps. They like a woman that shines, okay? Especially if it's Venus and Leo. They like a woman that shines. They like a woman who's confident. And some of them like to overpower that because it's like a sexy thing for them. So they want to dominate over it. Or some of them want to be overpowered in some way. And I'm only saying this from experience. Right? And so maybe that's just the kind of bitch he is. Maybe he like, you know, after you do that, he's like, oh my God, please, I'll pay you $50 to run me over with your car. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's that kind of vibe, you know? So I mean, it looks like a better outcome. The justice, he may apologize, fucking send you some money. No, I'm just kidding. You know, shake, drop that cash app, you know, but no, I'm just kidding. But it looks, I don't want to tell you to do that because I'm just afraid to tell you to do that. But this is what the result is. You watch tarot enough to know. Okay, what? I said what I said when I said it. Persistence. Teamwork and adjustments are required. What adjustments? The Four of Wands. You need to break out of the way that you've been doing things, waiting around, waiting for things to change, you know, whatever. Like break out of your shell a little bit. I think that if you take more of a fixed asshole approach, I'm not telling you to be an asshole, but you know what I mean. You know, in a more like that kind of approach, it could actually help and have him kind of work with you a little bit. God forbid I say that and then you come back around and fucking hate me for life. You guys can't hear my music, right? That is so cool. Wait. Oh God, I'm listening to The Weekend. Um, Boyfriend. Last one, LOL. It's okay. Does Matt post things on his Instagram story in attempts to make me jealous, or is he simply being logical about it? Thank you, V. Have a good night. You're welcome. Why is he doing it? What kind of is he trying to get a reaction from boyfriend? What kind of reaction? Ooh, I need one more for that. What's the intense? Ooh, I don't like that. But why would he do that though? I'm gonna pull an extra one. Oh, he's a little is he a little shady? The high priestess in reverse? Is he a little manipulative or something? So he may want you to like question your place in his life, and I don't know if he's just wanting more emotional support from you and he's thinking that that's how he's going to get it. You know, everybody has, well, I don't want to say everybody, but a lot of people have really unhealthy ways of trying to get someone's attention or trying to get validation or trying to fill the hole in their heart, or you know, and maybe this is part of his unhealthy way to do that, you know, because he could have some own in his own internal issues that maybe he keeps from you, and I don't know if this is his way of just getting some unhealthy validation to make you question yourself and your place in his life. And if he is really doing that, and that is really the reason that he's doing that, you need to stay away from that person. And I know that I didn't pull an advice message, and I know that you didn't fucking ask, but that is, if that is really what he's doing, that's an incredibly unhealthy way to get someone's attention. That is super low vibe, that is super immature. And everybody does it, and everybody has done it, does it almost, right, in one way or another. But somebody who is blatantly trying to hurt you like that is not somebody that should be for you. So please just be cautious with that, okay? Because that looks like shady. I'm so dead, Vanessa. You know my Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn ass will. Let me see. Meg's the Pisces. Where's the relationship with Alex the Aries going? Let's see. Where's it going? Okay. The Strength, the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. What's that Five of Pentacles about? The Empress. Oh God, there's not another woman in here, is there? Careful of this man being a little superficial. Like on a physical plane. Be cautious with that, because I was like, The I was like, Five of Pentacles. Well, what's missing? And then I got the Empress, and that can be like Venusian energy. So that can be like, not that all Venusian energy is superficial, but that's like immediately what I got with that. And so I don't really like that. I think that there's emotions there. Now, it doesn't have to be something superficial. Keep that in mind. But Five of Pentacles, Taurus energy, Empress, Taurus energy, Venusian energy. You know, I don't know. Maybe he feels like there's not enough money between the two of you. Maybe it's something physically. You know, but I still see, regardless of what it is, I still see him holding on, like still having these really, because I feel like it goes more than skin deep. Not saying that there's anything wrong with how you look. Please don't think that that's what I'm saying, but, and it doesn't even have to be about that. Maybe a female friend has an opinion about you. Maybe a mother has an opinion about you or something like that, and it is affecting how he's thinking about things. So it can absolutely be that. Maybe he wants a fucking baby. You know, maybe that's what he wants. You know what I mean? But I do see some mutual passion and mutual love here. Does this person have like mommy issues or something? Or like issues with feminine energy? It could feel like nothing is changing because somebody is not being vulnerable enough. It could feel like something needs to change, but it's not due to things being hidden behind the scenes or somebody not being honest about things. So I want to say just like keep your eyes peeled for that. Yeah, Gemini, needing to have a discussion, warning. Have faith in your dreams. Okay. So like when it comes to what you want in a relationship or what you want in a person, it's kind of telling you like don't settle on that. And you know, Gemini can be like two of something. So it could quite literally be two different feminine energies. Now, I don't know if it's a love partner, but I'm kind of wondering that. It could be somebody that left him out that he's still stuck on, or somebody that he left out that he's still stuck on. And Gemini can talk about twos, right? Everything's in twos. And then I see warning here. So be cautious with that. Other than that, it could be saying like you may find out something that doesn't sit well with you. You may need to communicate, ask more questions. I don't know if you want to like check his social media or his phone, you know, I don't know if it's that deep. I don't recommend doing that. You know, sometimes you need to, especially if it's super serious. But you know, yeah, sorry. I wish I was better. There are emotions there. So if that helps, you know what I'm saying? Um Linglicious. Any or what are Saint long term's intentions towards me? Thank you. Oh, he don't fucking know. I don't even know if this person's like in necessarily the right mind to be making those kind of decisions. This is somebody who isn't really happy with like their life right now, or they're just not they don't have a whole lot of patience for life right now. They don't have a whole lot of patience probably for things that they feel are going to put up some resistance in their life. So anybody that's going to challenge them or da 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 da, like, so I feel like this person's a little touchy. So I don't know. It feels like it's not really, he's not really, there's like a fear here or something. So he's kind of at a standstill. Lee, how is he feeling about me? Oh, thank you, Alphonse. There's something that he feels like he can't avoid. It's like he's trying to go with the flow of things, but at the same time, he's triggered to make some kind of decision. And with that judgment there, he could be taking accountability for something or feeling like he needs to, but at the same time, he could be like, I don't know, is this a good investment or should I be investing my time or my energy or my sex or whatever the thing is in this? And so he's making a decision, but it's not really telling me what the decision is. Just tell me what the decision is. He's kind of holding back a little bit, holding on, but also holding back, like not taking a huge risk. So I feel like there's maybe a coming together, but also him not being totally certain about something. So what he's kind of doing is he's making the decision to not avoid those feelings, but he's holding back. He's like, I don't know if I'm ready to really invest. I don't know if this is something worth investing in. And of course, you're worth it. Alphonse, seriously, will Lisa and I ever be in a romantic couple again? Ooh. Emperor in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Well, it's saying no right now. And the reason why it's saying no is that either A, somebody needs to be an adult better. Somebody needs to stop being so controlling. Somebody needs to grow up. Somebody needs to take charge. Somebody needs to stop being a dick or an asshole, whether that male or female. Whatever one of those things are, that's why it's failing. So I don't know which one of those are. I don't know if somebody's just needs to take charge more. I'm not really sure what the issue is, but the Emperor in reverse is somebody who is like passive aggressive or is abusive, right? Doesn't have to mean that someone's given somebody else a black eye. There's other ways, but it can also be like somebody who's overly controlling or, and so there's something about that that's making it like no. So, and of course it doesn't have to be super dramatic. It can just be like immaturity or not taking charge enough or something like that. So, of course only you would know, and I don't know if that's Lisa or you, right? But that's kind of why it has failed or is failing or something like that. Oh, thank you, Megs. I hope that helped. It's physically and financially. He does want a baby. He does have mommy and daddy. Oh, damn. See, I just need to start trusting myself more, guys. Okay. Lisa is a Virgo. God, what is up with everyone dating a Virgo? Are you guys okay? What is going on here? Ugh, God. Aren't you tired? I would never date a Virgo male again. Oh my God, not a Virgo sun. Ugh, goodness. I could just really just do without, in all honesty. Ugh, those had to be the worst experiences of my life. They were the worst. I try so hard to like them. Even my uncle that touched me was a freaking Virgo sun. Like, dude, what is wrong with them? Ugh. Of course, there are some cool Virgos, like George, although I don't know where he's been at. They keep coming my way. Oh, God, that's because nobody else wants them. No, I'm just kidding. They're like, oh, God, no, not this guy again, right? I'm just kidding. Uh, But I loved them though. We did it in 2022. She broke up with me and dated a total narcissistic tool. She broke up with him and we reconnected, and she's dated 4 other total fools and broke my heart 4 times. No contact, 3 weeks. Damn. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe there's a narcissist in her life that's like super controlling, you know? Uncle baby. Hi. Yeah, guys, like that's the thing. Is she like an empathic person? Is she like very sensitive, very empathic? Has she been abused in her, like, of course I don't want to like get too deep, but when you find somebody who is constantly attracting narcissistic people usually go after people that are either very successful, or they go after people that are very beautiful or very handsome, or somebody that they feel like would be an award, to them. In a way, they go after people that have a lot to give, and then they drain them like a vampire. And so it's really hard, especially if you have been somebody who is that kind of person who, what my special little word for narcissists are? Sun stalkers. I call them sun stalkers because they want to steal your light because they don't have any light of their own. And so it's like they just constantly like are stalking these little beams of light on the planet, right? Like moths to a flame. and they seek these little pockets of sunshine out, and they drain them until you become the moon, you know. And if you have a history of dating narcissists, or especially if you grew up with a narcissistic parent, or you've dealt with big abuser, you know, huge abusers since you were really young, it becomes a pattern that's very hard to break, because instead of having your own boundaries, you were too young to be able to know who you were, so you let these people tell you who you are, and then you live by that standard and by those requirements. And it's very hard to find your own sense of self, let alone a sense of self-worth and self-value, because of the constant repetitive abuse. It's a very dark cycle. It's a very difficult to get out of. So if she has really been dating a bunch of narcissists, you know, I don't know if that's why, but that's a very hard thing to like break, a very hard thing to walk away from. What's up, Jessica? We are both empaths, and yes, she was sexually abused twice, that she told me. She knows that I love her and I'm in love with her. I've done so much for her, and she broke my heart too much many times. Well, I mean, that's the thing. She's also breaking her own. If what you're telling me is true, okay, and I imagine that you are, but if you are telling me, um, if what you are telling me is true, you are going to end up becoming a part of her pattern, and you are going to be on the back end of her own self-worth and self-value issues because of how abused she's been in her life. And so you also have to understand that when somebody gets very used to these kinds of abusive patterns and mechanisms in their life, it's very hard for them to accept something or someone that is right for them, because they don't understand it. They don't recognize it, because what they've been taught is that love is abuse, or abuse is love. Abuse is licking your self-worth off of the floor. You know, that is love. That's how they see it. So they can't understand when if you are offering this woman something healthy, it's very hard for her to, it would be, what I'm assuming is very hard for her to understand, or really break that pattern. Um, Cappuccino, I'm a man with Sun, Moon, and Mercury in Capricorn, Venus in Aquarius, and Cancer ascendant, single for 4 years and focus on money, but started considering dating. Some insight on my next partner. I feel like this person may be a Pisces, but they could also have like some mental issues. Or somebody who is very stuck in their ways a little bit. Yeah, 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles. Very independent, though. 5 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, the World. I feel like this person is the type to have fought a lot of battles. Ego battles, self-worth, self-value battles, autonomy, you know, protecting their own autonomy, being autonomous. Damn, I accidentally pulled 6 cards. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well, whatever. But when you meet this person, this person could live at a distance or live abroad in some way. But this is somebody who, you know, is not afraid to fight. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like fist fight. I mean, maybe, but this person is not afraid to share their opinion. This person is not afraid to nag, you know, or, you know, win at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that, you know, this is like 12th house energy. You know, 12th house energy is getting your ass kicked. I have my North Node there in Aries. It's awful. Okay. But I feel like this person has definitely had their ass kicked a lot in life, and that's probably why they're like that. I don't think that they're a bad person or anything like that. It just feels like they've been through a lot, so they kind of built up this vibe. Um, Alphonse says, when we went on our first date, I fell in love with her. We went to a lot of fun places and I gave her everything. I'm not a person who plays games and she knows that. Well, I mean, if this person, I mean, this is the thing, and this is going to be a hard pill to swallow, but it's something that I've learned recently. Okay. Now, take this with a grain of salt, but hear me out. Your feelings don't matter. Your feelings don't matter. Okay. Do they matter to you? Of course they do. Of course they do. Do they matter in the grand scheme of things? Absolutely. But when it comes to having a consensual, healthy relationship, it's their feelings. At the end of the day, you're in, great. It's their feelings that matter. It's their feelings that are the missing puzzle piece. So if this person is showing you that their feelings are not in it, or that they're detached, or that they are not on an equal playing field, or that they don't care about you, or whatever it is, your feelings don't matter. And also what I mean is that your feelings are not going to matter to them. Now, I'm not saying that they're thinking, well, fuck your feelings, I don't care about your feelings. No, it's not going to matter enough for them to change. Your feelings for this person are not going to change this person. Love is not going to change this person. If what you're telling me is true about this woman, I'm so sick of this freaking camera. If what you're telling me is true about this woman, she is going to have to get to a point where she is sick enough of her own shit to make the change. Okay. I've dated a lot of narcissists as well, and I kept thinking that my love is going to turn a monster into a person. It's not. My feelings don't matter. They matter to me. That's great. Now what? Can I be in a relationship with myself? Absolutely. And I am right now. Okay. But it doesn't matter to them. Okay. And that's something that you have to come to terms with, because what's going on now is you are hanging off of a cliff while this person is standing there watching you getting ready to fall, and she is putting her boots on your knuckles, trying to force you to fall, and you are killing yourself, metaphorically speaking, to hold on. You know what I'm saying? Jessica, I have been struggling massively and just could use your positive energy. I have borderline personality disorder and I'm trying my Midas to heal. You have borderline personality disorder. Why do I feel like this is a troll? I remember you coming in here that one time. I never forgot you. I remember you saying, "You are mine," with the smiley face. I'll never forget that. I feel like, do you know me? You feel trolly. Um, sorry, I had somebody that used to claim that I had that. I'm like, fuck if I do, I don't fucking care, whatever. That's the thing is, and I'm not saying anything bad, but like I had somebody I was dating who I thought was a narcissist. I'm not saying anything bad, okay? Please understand. I may have BPD. I have no idea. But I was like convinced this person was a narc, right? And I don't know if that's true, of course, but I was like convinced, right? I was like, dude, I think this person's maybe a narcissist, right? And like, I'm not saying anything bad about them. They weren't like the worst person in the world or anything like that, but I was like convinced, right? I was convinced. They're like, I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have. I'm like, yeah, okay, buddy, right? And so then he was like telling me that I had BPD. And I was like, well, 9 times out of 10, BPD, people with BPD attract narcissists almost every time. So You know, I'm not sorry. I'm dead. I actually hated this lip gloss and now I absolutely love it. Yeah, I don't know. I heard BPD gets better with age, you know? But I mean, fuck. I mean, people with BPD, shit, have you researched that? Those people have been through a fucking the ringer, honey. No wonder. Scorpio full moon energy. I hated that Scorpio full moon. I absolutely hated that. But you know what though? I needed it. I really needed it. I was okay. Like it was the day of the Scorpio full moon and the night of the Scorpio full moon, and I was enraged. I was enraged. I was enraged. When I tell you I was screaming into my pillow in rage. I have anger problems that I suppress a lot. I suppress them a lot, okay? And I have since I was a kid. And it can come out when I'm alone sometimes or I will fucking implode. Um and I used to self-destruct back when I had really bad coping mechanisms. But now I like go to the gym and scream into my pillow, so it's fine. All right. But it was terrible, but it was so crazy because I woke up the next day and I was like, okay, like that happened. I'm okay. Like I'm good. I've realized so much about myself. I purged so much. And I was realizing so much about my past relationships. I was realizing how much I was just attaching to people just to attach to people because I was codependent or I don't even really think it was codependency. It was more so I have an addictive personality. And so I used to cling on to alcohol, right? Or cigarettes or, ecstasy back when I was younger, as coping mechanisms, right? Or I used to use sex like when in my 20s, right? And that's how I used to attach my just to just, and I realized that I had used like my romantic relationships in my past. I didn't like it was like more of an addiction than anything. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a Venus and Scorpio, baby. I love all the way through. Nobody will ever love you like me. Sorry, never gonna happen. Just not gonna happen, especially if I have BPD. Bitches with BPD love harder than anybody on this planet, honey. Okay. So, like, I understand that. It was all real on my end. Okay. But, like, I really realized that I get addicted to people. I get addicted to people, and then when I separate from people, it feels like I'm going through withdrawals. Like, you see those fucking people that get off of heroin and stuff, and they're strapped in a room, and they have to just, like, sweat it out. And, of course, it's not that intense, right? But it's like a small piece of that, and I hate that. I hate that I do that. I don't like that I do that. So it's something that I'm realizing I really, really have to work through. No worries, Jessica. Oh, Aqua, I'm so sorry. Usually the trolls don't show faces. You're acting like she couldn't have got that picture from somewhere. Not saying that she did, but you're acting like a troll really can't go and steal a picture off of Pinterest or Google Images and be like, hey, I love you. We're best friends. Like, dude, I've been in this game too long, FG. Come on, look alive. Um, well, yeah, but you guys also, this happened on my natal Pluto as well. Keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? So a full moon in Scorpio on my natal Pluto, square Pluto in my 10th house. Yeah, it sucked. It sucked. It absolutely sucked. But I'm okay. I'm good now. I feel like I have my power back. And not only depressed and sick, one thing after another. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Damn, has it already been an hour and a half? You're joking. All right, there we go. That's good. Yeah. But it wasn't bad. Like I really like Scorpio energy. I'm a Venus in Scorpio. I have Pluto conjunct my descendant. I'm very familiar with Scorpio energy. Venus is my ruling planet. So I'm very, I'm good. I'm really good with Scorpio energy. I'm really good at transmuting and taking something really horrible and making it into something beautiful and finding the beautiful in the ugly. That's why I fall in love with monsters. Gift and a curse, right? Um, they weren't all monsters, but you know what I mean. Hold on. Okay. But yeah, it was okay. Like I feel good. I feel good. I'm spending a lot of time alone, and I think that I really need that. I always spent time alone as a child, and I always preferred it. And I think that a lot of the times what I was doing was I was avoiding relationships. So what I would do is I would just like find somebody that I enjoyed sexually. I'm like, okay, now so you just stay here. I don't want to be in a relationship, but like we can, because I'm also a very sexual person, right? But I found myself avoiding relationships because of how intensely my emotions get with a person, and I love so deep down to the bone marrow and what that does to you as a person when you ingrain yourself so deeply in another individual. It is so hard to detach. It has to get to a point for me where I feel like I've gotten to a point where I've been so absolutely just disrespected that it makes me unweave myself, like, "Ugh, I don't like that." But it takes me so long, to do that. It takes me a really long time. I really like these little eyelash extension things. These are cute. Thanks, Jessica. Well, thanks, Aqua, and I hope that you're okay. If you want did you wanna talk about it? I kind of needed this live. Good. I'm avoiding relationships right now. Yeah, and I mean, sometimes you need to, especially if you have your own things that you need to work out, right? But the thing is what I realize is that I don't want to avoid relationships. I don't want to avoid a relationship. I don't want to avoid relationships in my life. I have really deep betrayal trauma. And I'm noticing I've noticed my whole life the kinds of people that I attract, very predatory, very sexual. A lot of them can have like sex addictions, and I'm talking like several, um, or people who are very abusive. And I'm not saying every single person, but it has been the majority. And where was I going with that? Oh, but I need to learn boundaries. So I don't think that the way to solve that problem is by avoiding relationships or socializing, because really, no matter if other people have abused you or me, I realize the problem is with me and lacking boundaries and my self-worth and self-value issues and my addiction issues, needing to latch on to a person that I fall way too deeply for way too quickly, and needing to learn those boundaries, and needing to understand that I'm an autonomous person. And so it's not really about avoiding the relationships for me now at this point, because I'm open to them, but I have to teach myself how to love myself the way that I've loved them. You know what I mean? And of course, I do a lot better now than I was. I mean, God. Cappuccino, that's what I've been doing for the last 4 years, to be alone, first time for a long time, and I feel so good that I don't know if I want to get in another relationship. Well, I mean, that's the thing, is a lot of people, once they're single for a long enough time. God, I hate this camera. Once you're single for a long enough time, you can get really addicted to the peace. And that's where I found myself for a while. I got really addicted to the peace. And it can be tough to get out of that, you know. Do you feel complete? Wow, what an interesting question. Do I feel complete? I feel whole as a person. Um, I'm okay with the things that I need to work on. I'm understanding that the things I'm not okay with, that I can get to the point where I am okay with my flaws or my inconsistencies or whatever it is. I feel like I'm complete, but I feel like I have too much of something where I don't feel like I need to fill a void. I feel like I have to get off of me. I have things I have to remove, not necessarily add. So I feel complete with added baggage. I feel like a whole person that is a flawed person, and I'm okay with that. But I feel like I still have added weight that isn't even mine that I don't want to carry anymore. So do I feel whole? Yes. I just feel like there's too much weight that's latching on to me that I would also like to remove so I can be whole and walk a little bit faster. Do you know what I'm saying? FG question, why would you never date a guy who enjoys porn? Would you judge a person for that? No, I would never judge somebody for that, but I believe that porn is unhealthy. I think OnlyFans is terrible. I think that porn is terrible. I do. I think that it uh, does terrible things to your brain. And there is plenty of scientific facts to back that up. Please Google them. But do I judge anybody? No, of course not. I could never judge anybody. I would be the last person to judge somebody for something like that, really, and for most things. But I wouldn't be with a guy that watches it. No, I don't want to be with a man that watches pornography. I've been there before, and it's really terrible. I've been with somebody who's had a porn addiction, and it was awful because this person, they didn't realize it, but they were subconsciously comparing me to these other people as if they had had sex with these people. And I was like, dude, and and I'm not saying anything bad. We all have our things, but I really didn't like it. I didn't l it creates a lack of empathy, in you. It When you watch it too much, and I've watched this, right? And I'm only speaking from experience. It's like you have a glazed over look. People who watch porn too much, it's as if they are on drugs. Like somebody who you see who's on a drug, you're like, "Oh, that guy's on something," and it really affects you. It really does. You don't think that it does, but it does. It really does affect you. And a lot of the times you don't realize it. It's like, you know how they say crazy people don't know they're crazy? That's how I feel like people who watch pornography too much, they don't realize how much it not only affects them and their psychological makeup, and also in turn can affect performance anxiety. It can get to a point where pornography is not enough for you, and so you start delving into, a certain kind of content that you would never even look at. It can get to a point where that's not enough for you, and so then you go to escorts or something like that. It can be like the gateway drug kind of. I'm not trying to be weird, but then also, it's not good for people who are wanting to maintain a healthy relationship, because the partner is more affected than you think that they are by you. And the thing is that a lot of the times, people that have that kind of addiction, towards pornography, they do not see it. They don't see the problem. Um, and I just wouldn't. I just I wouldn't. I don't judge anybody, but I just am not interested in that. I don't think that that is something that I want in my life. I don't want that in my life. Peace can become boring sometimes. Mm, not after you've lived a war your whole life. I don't think so, and the thing is I fight wars inside of my mind and my heart all the time. So, I don't think that I'm ever quite 100% at peace because my mind is programmed to think worst case scenario with everything, which I'm also trying to work on. And so I never quite have peace, but the little moments that I find, I cherish them so much because I don't get them very often. And I also find that a lot of men are not worth their weight. Like they're not worth not I'm not saying not all of them. Okay, I'm not saying all of them. Okay, obviously, God, for God's sake, I always got to do that disclaimer. It's not all men. Shut up. We're obviously not talking about that, right? But I find that they're not usually worth the trouble. You know, I'm like, oh yay, like a man that's gonna, pay a bill, or that's gonna take me out, or that's gonna make me feel good, or that's going to add something beautiful to my life or give me a reason to feel peace, or subtract something negative from my life that, and not that I'm relying on somebody to do that, but what can someone do for me that I cannot do for myself? I'm already in my own head all the time. I don't need your actions to make it worse, um so yeah. I agree 100%. Thank you. Jessica says, I can pull that side out through my reactions because of my past and encourages the narcissistic tendencies. Autonomy is something I'm actively trying to learn. I don't want to pass on to my daughter. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because I think I got to a point where I had been like, inappropriately touched at a very, very young age, and it just kept happening. And I was like, like that song, What Am I Good For by Billie Eilish? Like, you just start thinking, like, this is normal and this is what your place in life is. It's a terrible feeling. And so you just kind of like put up with things and, and like I've been sexually assaulted quite a few times and I never said anything to anybody. It's like weird. It's a weird place to be in. Turquoise, do you fill the void with self-love or self-realization? What void? What do you mean? What void? I don't know if I feel a void per se. I don't know if I feel a void. The thing is that I know that everything that I want, um, I have in me or I have the capability to get it. So it's like I know if I want something, I can likely go out and get it, but I'm usually like I like to do what feels good, I like to like this does this feel good, which can be good or bad, right? But I don't know. I do a lot of writing. I really like psychology. I really like astrology. Sometimes I go to church, I try to keep myself well-rounded. Yeah, I work out and I write a lot. Um, Shreya, I have spent a lot of my life trying to please others. Asian household, so parents have high expectations. Now I am trying to love myself and be at peace just by myself. So I get what you mean. Yeah, and I mean those high expectations can be really hard because then you can become incredibly self-critical and beat yourself up quite a bit, and that's also not easy. What's up, Bonnie? I agree 100% with OnlyFans degrading intimacy. Sometimes it can enhance sexual liberation. Communication is key. Chris Lamb, beautiful answer. It's a soul crusher. Be well. Oh, thank you. It's good to see you, Chris. Peace isn't boring. Contentment can be. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yes. I agree. Um, I mean, I don't know. I think like sure, like and different strokes for different folks, dude. Like, if that's something that you and your partner want to do and you want to watch a video, like, hey, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, go for it. But at the same time, it's just if you make it a habit, it's like everything in moderation, right? If you make it a habit, you don't realize the psychological ramifications, and that can lead to physical issues as well, like actual physical issues. And it's just, and I've done the whole like sex worker thing, not trying to be weird, but I was a stripper. Back in the day, I did that stuff, and it kills your soul. It kills your soul. Consuming that stuff, it ruined I mean, as if my perspective on men wasn't already absolutely tarnished. I mean, that just made it so much worse. I stopped sleeping with men completely during that time because of how horrible they were. Like the things that they would say about their wives. I mean, it was just so bad, dude. It was like seeing the reality truly. It was bad. It was really bad, but that stuff kills your soul. And I imagine even if you're just consuming it, it does equally as so, you just don't realize it. It's like you are what you consume, dude. You are what you consume. And so what do you think that you're becoming when you're consuming this kind of content? What kind of person do you think when you're creating this kind of content? What do you think that's doing to you and others? And then you're putting that out there. It's just not healthy. And I mean, also, not to, I'm not going to get into this, but a lot of those girls are being sex trafficked that you're watching, or I'm not saying you, but just in general. A lot of those girls, some of those girls are underage, right? But nobody really knows that. Um, and you never know which one. And it's just so bad, that whole industry. God, what they did to the Playboy models there, that whole industry. I mean, this whole world is so operates off of the gasoline of this false sense of sexual liberation, and really everybody's just got their face in the fucking ground because of it. Men are so easily manipulated by sex. Men are so easily manipulated by Instagram models and OF and all of these things because they think that it gives them some kind of dose of real attention or validation, when I'm going to tell you right now, coming from somebody who used to do that stuff, we don't give a fuck about you. We don't care about you. And the second that we take your money and we turn around, we forget you exist. Okay. And the girls that you're watching on OF, the girls that you're watching in pornography, those girls also do not know you exist. None of them ever will. And you are creating this fantasy in your head that you are actually having intercourse with these people, and you're not, and you never will. And then it creates unrealistic expectations for your actual partner and in your actual relationship. And now we have this absolutely ridiculous facade of what we think sex should be and what we think women should be like. And then not only that, but women, we end up feeding into it. Women, not all women, but women end up feeding into it. Why do we feed into that? Why do we feed into the provocateur? Why do we feed into the OF? Because that's where the money is. That's where the validation is. That's where the attention is. That's where the gratitude is. And then it's like everyone's like, "Oh, well, I want a nice girl who blah blah blah." Yeah, but she didn't have big enough tits, and so you didn't even give her a second look, because those girls do exist. Those nice girls, those that want to be married, and they want to, they go to church every Sunday or whatever it is that you're looking for. They absolutely exist, but nobody's paying attention to them because everybody focuses so much on sex. It's just a sex culture. Children are getting exposed to this stuff online, apps, websites, with all their devices at like 8 years old. You know what I was doing when I was 8 years old? Like I was making mud pies on my mom's mailbox and getting my ass chewed out for it. Like, what's up, Nathan? Good to see you. we are our we we are our choices, Turquoise says. Yes, but we don't have to be. And the choices that we've made in the past isn't necessarily who we are now. So, I mean, the thing is that I really wish that I would have made the choice to believe that I was worth a shit and I could find a different coping mechanism besides drinking myself to sleep every night. I wish that I would have seen that. And I wish that I would have made that choice earlier. And my biggest thing is don't procrastinate. One of the biggest lessons I'm learning is I have to stop putting stuff off or making choices when it's too fucking late. That's why I'm here, V. You've come a long way. Mad respect. Oh, thank you, baby. Um, you do such a good job with your messages and approach that empowers when I feel broken. All good. I'm really glad to hear that. I deleted all my apps, no more Twitter, IG, or dating sites. I feel you, V. Yeah, and the thing is that like, I get it, especially if you have an online business or something. Like everybody's using social media, absolutely. Okay, everybody's doing that. But my God, what a cesspool. It's scary. It's really scary, and you just see the true nature of people via social media. You see the true nature of humanity. And it's really sad. I mean, and there are some men out there that actually want to be good, that are good, that want to give the nice girl a try, or and but the thing is that so many women have been so overly sexualized, or sexualized themselves because that's where the money is, or because blah, blah, blah. These men are being misled, and they're trying to find an angel in hell. And it's really difficult because there are actual nice guys out there. And it's not that women don't like nice guys. We just don't like a pussy. Like, you got to have some grit there, because the thing is that with nice guy, I'm a nice guy. Yeah. But if a robber comes in at our house at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're going to be putting your feet under the blanket and push me. Can you go check? Like, no. Okay. Nice guy. Like, no. And so there has to be, but there are some really quality good men out there, but they're also being ruined as well. I meant we become what we have, positive or negative, based off the choices we make. My daughter has my old nose and looks like how I used to look. It kind of makes me regret I can't teach her confidence through it. I mean, I think that I mean, even I'm also guilty of that stuff. I mean, we're all guilty of like filters, or Facetune, or projecting a certain image, because, and I mean, that's just the thing, is that's how it's been. Like, you see how the beauty standards have changed for women. Like, it's like every 5 years. You know what I'm saying? There's always a new, gotta look like this. The body's gotta be like, you gotta, yeah, no, big noses are ugly, blah, blah, blah. And so, like, I get it when people feel insecure about things. I feel really insecure about my acne scarring. You know what I'm saying? I hate my skin. And like, and that's, but that thing is that these things are all very, very normal, but because we live in such a culture of perfection, and Pluto in Aquarius is really gonna call everybody out, including myself, about authenticity and all of that stuff. So I feel like we're gonna see a lot of that, kind of like Pluto's gonna kick up dust in Aquarius. So I feel like we're gonna see a lot more realness. But it's okay to not like something about yourself. That's okay. It's okay to like look at something that you don't like and be like, I don't like that, but also understand that it is fucking normal. It is absolutely normal. You know what I'm saying? It's normal. It's okay. Like, it's okay that you don't like it. And I don't think that there's anything wrong. Like, if you really have something that you're insecure about, like, if your titties are just down to the floor, you know what I'm saying, and you need like two bras to pick them up, what is wrong with getting a lift and getting a boob job? I don't think that anything is wrong with that. Or men that want to move their man tits or something, like, whatever, dude, like, do you, whatever makes you feel better. But the thing about that as well is when we are if we're trying to cake on our makeup, or we're trying to fill a void by getting tons of plastic surgery, or we're trying to, and we're all guilty of it. We are all, including myself, we're all guilty of it. The thing is that, especially when you see like people who go through these crazy like physical transformations of like plastic surgery and things like that, the thing is that they could look absolutely perfect on the outside, but when they look in that mirror, they still see that person before the plastic surgery. And that's where mental health, shadow work, all of that stuff is so important. So it's like, you want to be like a vibrational match to this, right? It's like we're polishing the turd, but we're still feeling like a turd, not saying that you're a turd, but you know what I mean? So it's so important. So like, God, I'm so sick of that word self-love, but it's so important to accept, and I need to practice what I preach sometimes. I mean, that's certainly something that I struggle with. That is something that is not easy. And we all have one thing or another. For some people, it's feeling insecure about their mental abilities, or feeling insecure emotionally, or feeling insecure about looks. I'm very like a looks based, but I'm very like insecure about my looks. So we all have our things, but you couldn't pay me to do plastic surgery. The videos on YouTube show everyone eventually looking like the same lion. Well, I really want to, I'm very focused on, I used to get like blown up lips. I used to get like these blown up lips done, and these crazy eyelashes, and I was trying to like mask my insecurities, and so now I've been working on trying more so to eat healthy, take more pride in my writing, and instead of trying to like post sexy pics online, although I still like to do that, don't get me wrong. But you won't really see me post that much of myself like I used to, Of course, I have to do it for like YouTube or whatever for my thumbnails and stuff. But I enjoy finding pride in like my writing page, like Where Dead Flowers Bloom. I find that is more fulfilling for me than getting a compliment about my looks. Although don't get me wrong, I love that, right? But I find it to be more fulfilling, and finding pride in those things is so important. Finding pride in the internal, and even looking for more validation for the internal, for your heart, or for your mind, or what your opinion, or what you have to say, or what or what you painted yesterday, or this great piano piece that you created. It's really important for me, right, especially me, to find, if I am looking for validation, to find it through other means besides my physical appearance, although that is still very important to me. I don't think it ever won't be important to me. I'm very, very much that kind of person. Is this? No, I need to get a new deck, or I need to shuffle this one. What's up, Wesley? I forgot about super chats. So I've been more focused on like, like skin treatments, like really focusing on the health of my skin and looking beautiful from the inside out, or juicing, working out, getting the blood flowing, steaming my face. What I used to do, I used to just cake on my makeup and like cover it all up and cake, right? Instead of actually, like, back when I used to drink all the time and sleeping in my makeup, and then I would feel terrible about myself, and then I would go drink more and cake all of this makeup on, and then I would just look like shit. It's like, it's like that's not where it's at. 1 second, Wesley. Oh, thanks, Jessica. That means a lot. But yeah, I agree with you, turquoise. But yeah, I also found that it seems like people have a certain expectation for me, like in my family or in my waking life or some of my friends, like when I'm not looking, and not as much anymore, but when I don't look like a certain way, people are like, "Oh, are you gonna like fix that, or are you gonna like, no, I'm not." Go fuck yourself. So, but I was always like the pretty one in the family, and I had, the nice body, or I was skinny and I was blue eyes and blonde hair, and so I was always like expected to perform or be a certain way or look a certain way, and that really affected me in my adult life. What's up, Lilith and Aries? Here, let me tell you in just a second. Let me go ahead and answer Wesley's question. All right, let me see. What is my immediate future? Am I doing the wrong thing for my highest good right now, or am I on the right path? Mainly, my question is, what do I need to do? First of all, what's in the immediate future for Wesley? Love this. The fight of the past or for the past is over. This constant guilt or this frustration or this sadness or this grief or whatever, it's like a weight is being lifted for you, and you feel like you don't have to fight against yourself or fight against something else anymore, or fight against the current. Um, what do I need to do? Well, you gotta live, baby. You gotta live. I like this Three of Wands with the Three of Swords in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Hermit in reverse. If you've been finding yourself like um isolating or being home a lot or alone, or even if you're in a crowd and you're constantly in your own head, or you don't um if you're working through some mental health things, whatever it may be, it's kinda saying, like, whatever you planned once upon a time, like, there was something that you may have planned or something that you wanted to do that you didn't do yet. That's just been there on the back burner because of sadness, because of relationships, because of alcoholism, because of breakups, whatever the thing has been that's been keeping you from that plan. It's time to put that plan into action, because it's gonna be something that's going to assist in healing your soul or healing some kind of whatever this is. Whatever the sadness is, whatever the thing is, you have to take a chance, because you're going to be looking back 10 years from now and be like, why the fuck didn't I do that thing? Why didn't I go to that place? Why didn't I talk to that girl? Why didn't I, or whatever it is, or that guy? I don't pretend to know your sexual orientation. Venus. Wow, sextile. Look at that. Damn. Know your worth, baby. Know your worth. There's an opportunity for you to maybe travel, or you need to take that opportunity. God, I'm so sick of this camera. $200 webcam for what? For who? Sorry. I'm feeling like you're either needing to do something in regards to art, or you're needing to spend a little bit of money on travel, or maybe create the opportunity for yourself, create the opportunity for you to let go and live your life and have fun and enjoy people and let people enjoy you, and do things that are good for you, that make you feel good, to give and receive love and find beauty in unexpected places, I think is going to be important for you. All right. Oh, and how funny this song is on Lana Del Rey, Young and Beautiful. How funny is that? Okay, how hard was it for you to quit drinking? You want me to be totally honest with you? Well, I mean, I'm going to be anyway. Um, so first of all, I have been a drinker since I was really, really young. No hate to my parents, but they gave me my first beer when I was like 8 years old, and I was drunk as a skunk. Okay, I think they were just trying to be funny, like, they let me have a few sips, and I was toasted. Okay, but that was like the first time ever, right? And then when I was a teenager is when I really started to get into it because I was really, really depressed. And then I used it as a coping mechanism. I, was assaulted quite a lot in my younger years. I mean, way more than I should have been. And also in my late 20s. Either during my Saturn return or right before it or something like that. And so I was using alcohol as a coping mechanism to try to forget, to try to pretend like things didn't happen, to try to run, to try to black out, to just make it go away, avoid, deflect. And it was really bad, but it also helped me with my social anxiety. Help me. It was the makeup, not the skincare. Do you know what I mean by that? It wasn't fixing the actual problem, it was just masking it, and it was helping me feel more, liberated from my problems, which didn't actually fix anything, it made everything worse. And so, finally, I met somebody who, really made me sick of my own shit, made me really look at myself, and, I just stopped. I decided, I'm sick of my own shit. I never want to do this again. I was looking at how my children were being affected. I was looking at how my friends were being affected. I was looking at how my fans were being affected because I used to be a live streamer. I was looking at how my entire life as a whole was being affected. I was looking at my skin. I look like shit. I was looking at my body. Ugh, what the hell is going on there? I just hated how it was just assaulting every corner and area of my existence. And I got really real with myself and I was hung over. I was really hung over. This was on the 28th of 27th. This was on the 27th of December 2019. And I was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. And once I'm done, I'm done. Like once I'm really done, I am done. Like once I have really made my mind up, I have made my mind up. And I stopped. And I would say, and I quit cigarettes at the same time too. So double whammy. It was difficult. And I just stopped cold turkey. Now, obviously, for health reasons, not everybody can do that. Everybody needs to talk to a doctor, okay? Because some people have to wean off of it. But I just stopped. And you know what made it easy? What made it easy is when I was able to feel again, whether the emotions were negative or not. I was like, I can feel again. It was like getting your legs amputated and then you waking up one day and then they're sewn back on. That's what it felt like. It was easy because I had seen how much I started to see how much of my potential was still there. And I was sad because of how much of it had been wasted during all of those years. And the more motivated I became, and the more awake and the better sleep that I got, and the change in my appearance, dude, I dropped 10 pounds in a month from not drinking. Of course, I was going to the gym. I dropped 10 pounds in a month. I watched my body start to transform. I watched my face transform, my life transform. Everything started to fall back into place. And I thought, this is way fucking easier than I thought it was going to be. But it's because I was paying attention, not to my craving for what was, but my soul craving for what is and what could be. And that's what made it easy. I would love to see your chart for a Taurus rising. You got some strong Scorpio power. Oh, thanks. Well, I am a Taurus rising, but my Venus is in Scorpio. So when your ruling planet is in a certain sign, it's going to be very important for you to look at that sign because you're going to be very influenced by whatever that planet is, right? So Pluto, Mars, um, and yeah, yeah, Venus and Scorpio conjunct Pluto. So when Venus is conjunct Pluto in Scorpio and Venus is the ruling planet, I've been mistaken for a Scorpio before, also in Aries back in the day. But yeah, I absolutely do have a lot of scorpionic energy. For me, it is the escapism I have to fight. Yeah, and that's what I was trying to do, but I had been ignoring things for so long that I realized if I put these things off anymore, my life was just going to be worse than it has ever been. Um, I didn't want to like end up as, a dead 40-year-old because I couldn't stop drinking or because I couldn't deal with my feelings, because I couldn't go to therapy, because I didn't want to feel things or see myself for who I was truly becoming. It's just like you have to stop dilly-dallying around. You have to stop fucking around and you just have to be real with yourself. You just have to be honest with yourself. And that's really hard to do when we're trying to not even be honest with ourselves about other things that people have done to us or what the reality is around us or how these other negative things have attached themselves to us. But then we have to ask, why have these other things attached themselves to us that are so negative that are dragging us down? And then we have to force ourselves to look at ourselves and understand that maybe the way that we're dealing with these problems is the exact reason why we have these problems in the first place or why we have more of these problems. Because it's not about adding all the time. It's not about this is going to make me feel better. It's about taking away and being like, that feels like a weight's just been lifted. It's more of a bad habit for me now and no real purpose in life. Well, that's why you're doing it, because you're like not, but you have to remove that alcohol first to be able to see your purpose. You're never going to see it staring down, the 7 of cups, staring down the bottle. You're never going to see it. You're never gonna see it. You're too busy doing this. Not, oh my God, that looks so bad. Oh my God, not like that. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, that looks so bad. I don't know. I hope, yeah, okay, that looked so bad. I hope you know that's not what I meant. What the fuck? God help me. All right, Melanie, my ex Capricorn fought with me yesterday on my birthday. I'm so hurt. Will we resolve it? Oh, baby, I'm sorry. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Melanie. I'm so sorry. Let me see. Will we resolve it? I do, and, Ace of Cups in reverse, Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles, the Devil. I mean, it might be feeling like somebody's not being super vulnerable, but I feel like with that Wheel of Fortune, and it's gonna kinda let bygones be bygones. We're gonna move forward. Ten of Pentacles, still having the commitment. You guys may heal it through sex with that Devil there, but be careful of not, like, repeating cycles or, using negative coping mechanisms or being toxic to each other, and how that can impact, the relationship. But yeah, I feel like you guys will resolve it probably and probably have makeup sex or something like that. Aw, Nathan, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Um, I'm glad you found yourself. Stuff doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, FG, I can show you my natal chart if you'd like. Hold on. Here, I can show you on my screen. One second. I know everybody's like super sketched out about their natal chart. I don't really care. I've shared it before. It doesn't really bother me. Um, okay, how can I do this? 1 second. Alrighty. Did not mean to do that. Am I tripping? Why is it not letting me do it? Oh, there it is. Hold on, guys. I need to turn that down. One sec. Okay, let me move this over a little bit. And then this right here. All right, now you guys can see my screen. Wait, hold on. Hold on 1 sec. One second, CC campaign. So you can see there my ascendant, which is you can see that I have Taurus here, moon in the first house, my ruling planet Venus conjunct my descendant, conjunct Pluto, conjunct my descendant. I have a 6th house stellium. I also have Saturn in the 7th, Uranus in the 8th house, which makes me super kinky. Neptune in the 9th, Mars in the 10th, conjunct my midheaven, Jupiter in the 11th, almost to the 12th, but not quite. North node Aries, Chiron conjunct Lilith in Gemini in the 2nd house, which makes me pathetic. No, I'm just kidding. I wish you offered life coaching. Okay. Campaign. Someone I used to be interested in has been spying on me. He's friends with my ex and a little worried. Is he watching for my ex or interested in me? Is he No, I don't like it. He probably is, in my opinion. But the Knight of Wands in reverse with the Lovers in reverse, this just seems like somebody who is not serious. Like somebody who has a lot of options, somebody who's lying, somebody who's not telling you the truth. I don't trust it at all. I won't even waste your time, if I'm gonna be honest. Even if this person wasn't watching for your ex, this would never be somebody that I would allow my daughter to date ever. Not in a not in a million years. Not only that, but somebody who refuses to take accountability for their actions when they do fuck up. You know what I'm saying? No. Uh, Holy Stellium Batwoman, how are you feeling this Jupiter Uranus thing? I'm okay. I feel great, actually. I mean, if I'm being completely honest with you, I feel pretty good. Um, I feel pretty good. I don't like I had a little issue there on the 24th during that full moon in Scorpio, but I feel really good. I feel optimistic for the most part. I mean, of course, I still have my, you know, issues. But yeah, I feel okay. I'm ready to travel. I'm ready to live my life. I'm ready to like love and, you know, look hot and right, and be okay with just being with myself. You know what I mean? I'm okay. But yeah, I need to figure out how to read my chart. I'm going to book a Zoom session with Violetta. I still have so much to learn about reading charts, honestly. I really do. But I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah. Yeah, that's a lot in the sixth house. And it's annoying because it's like I have that whoops. It's annoying because I have my north node in the 12th, but then I have all this energy in the 6th. It's like, damn, I just kind of gotta like gotta let this go. Well, not like let it go, but not rely on all of this and just fall right in here and just let go and let God. And see, I'm confused about my chart because I'm like, okay, am I gonna be like some public sacrifice? I have such paranoia, right? Because it's like the ruler of my North Node in the 12th house. 12th house can be like sacrifice. And then I see Mars in the 10th. I'm like, God, I just feel like I'm gonna be some like public sacrifice or like just I just don't like that. But Mars and Capricorn in the 10th house is obviously a great placement to have, but it's like, ugh, I just don't like how that's so public. Yeah, I have my intercepted Aries and Libra. Yeah. Yeah. I don't talk to him and doubt he'll speak up, but it's just weird. Oh, I'm sorry, campaign. Yeah, I would just kind of like stay away from that. I don't really trust that at all. I definitely don't. So yeah, you're probably right, honestly, in my opinion. But yeah, I think my biggest like culprit, like my biggest issue has been this, that Chiron conjunct Lilith in Gemini. That has been my biggest thing. Self-worth issues, feeling like I need to possess things in order to feel validated. It can also be how I rebel. I used to be a sugar baby, you know what I'm saying? Like making money through sexual means, like oh my God. Not like I was sleeping with the sugar daddies, but I'm talking about like stripping and stuff like that. I couldn't do it. I really wanted to be able to be that girl at the time. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It's like, God, you're so old. Too old. Too old. Just weird. I don't like that transactional. I can't. I can't. Like I have to be either if it's just like I'm not trying to be funny, right? But if it's just if it's just like which I don't wanna do anymore either, like, I don't wanna just sleep with somebody just to sleep with somebody, that has really changed for me, to be honest, but if I did, like, I would ha if I'm gonna do that, like, you have to be attractive, like, I can't I have to be attracted to you, um, but I can't, like, marry for money or something. Ugh, I would hate that. I would hate that, and then you're gonna try to touch me or something, like, don't touch me. Oh my god! That sounds terrible, but I could not. No. Turquoise, your writing is intriguing and so are your expressions during your dialogue monologues. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm not the best actress, but I do love to write. I am a decent writer, but I have fun with it. I have fun with it. And I write my own monologues. Thank you for the $10. That means a lot. Chiron wound is painful always. Um but I kind of like it. I like the Chiron conjunct Lilith because I also have the ability to use my own wounds as a stepping stool, like out of spite. Like, oh, you think I'm this? I'll fucking show you. I can kind of be like that. So I don't mind it so much. Thanks, Nathan. Um, but this is, I was talking to an astrologer once, and I'm Venus, right? But my partners are Pluto and Venus, technically. So she goes, wow, like your relationship story, like in your chart, like your relationships remind me of Hades and Persephone. I said, well, which one am I? And she goes, you're both. It's like, well, shit. And she is absolutely right. God, what is going on with my lashes? This hurts. This is where dead flowers bloom and I see it. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. I have had something in this eye all freaking day, dude. Oh my God, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Why am I still here? Oh my God, I didn't even realize it was almost 1 a.m. Oh my God, what am I still doing here? I'm so mad. I mean, I'm not mad because I'm spending time with you guys, but I did not realize it was 1 a.m. I do not like going to bed late. Listen, when I was a alkie, 4 a.m., 6 a.m., I was on. Okay. But once I became like, go to church, working out. You know what I mean? Focus on my LLC, my business, honey. I want to go to bed at 10 p.m., be up at 6, and I am dead serious. Oh my God. You love us? I do. You guys are my only friends. I mean, besides my best friend Poet, obviously, but I don't trust people that are a friend to everybody. I'm quite the loner. And I'll be very quick to separate myself or distance myself or just be alone because I've seen too much, and so I see too much. You know what I mean by that? Like I've already seen so much that I can pick out. Oh, I've seen that before. Things in people, and like but I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and then I see if it becomes a pattern, and then I'm like, oh God, and then I just don't want anything to do with it. And then I have to ask myself, is it a pattern that's bad enough for me to be like, okay, cut this person off? And so I end up cutting a lot of people off, and I also think that people cut me off, you know, because I tend to call things out sometimes. And if I don't like something, I'm usually like, yeah, I don't like that about you. Like I'll say that, and some people don't want to be challenged, which I understand, or they don't want to, but I'm a Virgo and I have a lot of some quite heavy Scorpio energy. And so I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm like, hey, like there's something wrong and it's affecting your life and it's affecting, my friendship with you or my relationship with you. And you either need to fix it or, you got to do something about that. What do you want to do about that? Do you need help? Like, do you need me to help you? Like, and that six house stellium wants to help, you know, but people tend genuinely like, they don't always like that. And so I find myself just having a very few select people, very, 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 very small circle. And if I allow you in my inner circle, it is a huge compliment. But I don't trust those people that are like, "Oh, I have so many friends." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Okay." You know why you have so many friends and like everybody likes you? It's because you are not a challenge or competition to them and you don't have anything that they want. you find out that when people want something from you or they're in a competition with you, whether they let that be known or not, they act very differently. They act very differently. So if everyone's your friend, that's great. You're probably sucking at life. And I'm not even trying to be funny, okay? That's not true for everybody, but if everybody likes you, you're not doing anything cool enough. I promise. I promise. You need to figure out how to cut those friends in half within 6 months. Because I know that at least 50% of those people are starting to treat you like shit. It's because you're looking better, you're making more money, or you are becoming better than you were 6 months ago, honey. And I know that we all want to believe that people are wonderful and they're all beautiful and they're all heaven sent, but they're not. Everybody is capable of jealousy. Everybody is capable of hate. Not everybody is a super nice guy or a super nice girl. If you trigger somebody's insecurities deep enough, they will not be your friend, or they will pretend to be your friend, and then you'll find out later that they've been backstabbing you the entire time. You know what I'm saying? Like, please, please keep the click over there, ma'am and sir. You actually have karma with personality disorders like narcissist and borderline personality. Time is an illusion. You just know so much. What are you talking about? I wouldn't say that. Are you fucking with me? Are you being sarcastic, honey? Is there something you would like to say that's not passive aggressive? What are you talking about? Um, what, I'm a super nice guy, just no step their line over me because they know I'm not the one to play. Just depends on how you treat people. Well, I don't I don't trust nice guys as much as I trust guys that are, are you actually like a nice guy, or you play nice to get something out of people, or do you play nice in order for people to like you? Because you want to be known as the nice guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying anything bad, but like, I don't really trust a lot of guys when they're like, "Oh, I'm a nice guy." I'm like, okay, you probably cheated on your ex-wife like 14 times and hired a prostitute. Not saying you. Not saying you. Not saying you. Um, I'm also in the same PJ. I speak my mind, all the above. Virgos make the world go round. Ugh. No, it was a response to I've seen so much. Oh, okay. I was like, okay. I was like, wait a minute. Sorry, the chat is sometimes delayed and I'm reading the other comments. So I don't know if I know too much. Well, I mean, I guess I don't know. I just feel like I've lived a lot of lives already. I'm really tired, you know? Because I feel like I've also gotten to a point in my life where yeah. No, I feel like that's gonna sound pretentious if I say that. I don't resonate with a lot of people. I feel like people can relate to me because have a lot of tales, a lot of things to some experience, but I'm just I don't know. I'm tired, Grandpa. I'm tired. And the other thing is that I've lived a lot of life already. And I also know when somebody's bullshitting me most of the time, and I know when somebody's trying to manipulate me, and it makes it very hard for dating because I'm just like, oh God, do I call it out? Do I? Because men like they want someone that not all of them, but a lot of the times I find younger or older, it doesn't matter. They want somebody who's just going to go along with whatever they say and not challenge them so that way they don't have to change. They want control and they want power, is what I've learned in my experience. And if you speak up too much, they're going to call you complicated, or they're going to call you difficult, or they're going to say you're paranoid, or that whatever. And it's like, ugh, I just okay, sure. Yeah, and I'm the type of person as well who I have, you know, beat a life almost nearly a life, might as well say a lifelong addiction. Since I was a teenager, I got away from sex work stuff. I made a little bit of something of myself, maybe not anything big, but I've in my children's lives again, and doing all these things, whatever, and trying to also trying to help people. I also want to help people. I'm interested in that. And I don't know, whatever. I'm not saying I'm some big accomplished person, but and like when I just see, like, when I date men and they can't take accountability for something so small, and I'm just like, I really had to sit there and look at myself in the mirror and really, like, really go through some serious, dark, deep shadow shit and, like, really take accountability for my crap, dude. And so can't really respect somebody that can't, like, be honest with me about where they were yesterday, like, or whatever. Like, you're just not ready for me, I promise. And so sometimes I feel like I would need to date somebody super, super older, but I just sometimes I just feel like I should just be alone, or date a woman, you know? But I think I would find myself being the masculine in that situation, which is something that I don't know if I really want. Um, I feel like I've had to be that even in my relationships with men, and I didn't like that. I felt like a lot of the times I was the mother or like the father, or I just didn't like it. And not that I was like trying to be that, but it's like, ugh, like I gotta call a spade a spade. Like I gotta call you out, buddy, And it's not like I try to pick people apart, but like, hey, I need you to fix this, or like this can't go any further, right? Ugh, it's really hard. Oh, good night, FG. I love you. Violetta's Pluto and Venus will give her success using social media. Thanks. Yeah, well, my Venus is also this Venus is also trine Jupiter. My moon is sextile Jupiter. So I like that as well. It's pretty cool. You should try me. I'll be straight up. No, I'm not doing that. Mm-mm. No, can't do it. Can't do it. I'm not the one for you. I'm telling you right now. I'm not the one for you. Promise. I promise I'm not your soulmate. Like, I'm not your romantic soulmate. I promise. I can I would bet everything that I own, and I bet you're a great guy. I really do. But, I would be your worst nightmare. I'm sorry. It would just not mm-mm. You're a Taurus rising, aren't you? Okay. Your past relationships didn't not understand you. They didn't understand themselves. Mm. Um, they did when I pointed it out. They did. I have great insight on people. I'm really like I guessed that my ex had Asperger's, and come to find out later down the road, I was right, but he was trying to hide it from me. And I'm not a psychologist, clearly don't have a degree, but I am very, very good at recognizing patterns. I'm pretty good at like picking up on little things and collecting them and putting them together in a string and and I'm really good with that. And it's difficult because I don't want to analyze people. I don't mean to do that, but it's very natural for me to read, you know. And a lot of the times when I'll see something that I don't like, I try so hard to ignore it. It's so difficult, but it sits in the back of my mind. It's like a shadow person that follows me around until I say something. I'm like, "Oh, I have to say this because it's going to turn into a monster if I don't." You know what I mean? I would be your worst nightmare. That sounds like a threat. No, when you say it, it sounds like a threat. Don't like that. Uh, Thank you. Oh man. Well, he's like, "You should give me a try. I'll be your worst nightmare. Have a great chat." Like, wow, you're doing great, buddy. You're really selling every car on every lot. That was their doorway to redemption. You taught them something. Yeah, I'm not like I don't, you know, anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. Nobody wants my unsolicited opinion. But if I'm in a relationship with you, I'm gonna say the thing. If you're my client, I'm gonna say the thing. If you are in a relationship with me, I'm gonna say the thing. You should have got yourself somebody that is stupid if you wanted to continue to be stupid. No. Reading energy has been a gift for me and useful to survive. Yeah, that hypervigilance, right? I just came on and you were making me laugh. Thank you. Yeah, I've been on for a really long time. I need to get the hell out of here. I really need to make a protein shake. I just yeah. So, I'm tired, Grandpa. I'm really tired. I wanna go on a trip, though. I wanna go somewhere so badly. I wanna learn another language. Like, I wanna do things. I wanna do things. I wanna meet people from different cultures, and I wanna, like, write there, I wanna, like, be sitting out somewhere in Barcelona or something and be looking out the window at this beautiful scenery, not this fucking brick wall and phone tower outside of my door. Ugh. Like I want like and I've been so like I haven't posted anything on Where Dead Flowers Bloom since I posted that first podcast episode, The Blueprint, and I just feel like a slack. But also I'm not gonna write if I don't feel inspired to. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna do it. Like, I can't. I mean, I can. I can. I mean, it's really an excuse. If I just start writing, I know it'll come, but I wanna be inspired. That's when the best stuff comes out. My daughter has moon conjunct ascendant too in Cancer. Oh yeah. Yeah. Very intense. I'm very but it's crazy, right? That moon, because I have moon opposite Venus, and I'm Venus. So it's like I always say the love that I have for myself is seemingly unrequited. I feel like I always put uh like a partner before me. Um, you know, and my emotions can be quite intense as well. Well, travel, fly, spread your wings. Now is the time. You have no idea how many lives you'll be touching by just being you. Oh, best. Oh God. Hey. Oh, you guys, if you don't know, that's my best friend. We have matching tattoos. Okay. He's like one of the best things to ever happen to me in my lifetime. Thank you, my many lifetimes. I love him. Now that's the bitch you want to travel with. His Sagittarius ass. Absolutely. Should we see his chart? Should we look at his chart? I think we should look at my best friend's chart. What I love about our friendship is my sun is in his 7th house and his sun is in my 7th house. My Jupiter is in his first house and his Jupiter is in my first house. Listen, besties, honey. Fucking besties. Okay, let me pull up his chart. I want to see it. 1 second. All right, there it is. Is it okay if I do that? Okay. Oh, that's cool, Oracle. That's him. He has a moon conjunct ascendant. Um, he also has Pluto in his 7th. He also has Uranus in his 8th, like me. So he is also kinky. He has Mars conjunct the sun, and he has a Sagittarius stellium, so you can imagine the mouth on him. Neptune. I like that Jupiter's here. He is called a poet's muse, so this can be somebody who's inclined to writing, obviously. He has Lilith and Chiron in his 2nd house as well. I never know. How did I not notice this until now? He loves socializing. He also, Venus in Capricorn, prefers older men. Venus and Capricorn, sometimes you'll see them going after somebody a little bit old, you know what I mean? But he loves to socialize. He loves to travel. Absolutely loves to travel. He loves to travel. It's like part of who he is. Big time. Jis says, I had a birth chart done one time and that dude was harassing me after. Had to block him. I should find someone else. What I saw exactly, I probably missed the point. Oh my goodness. We were meant to be all the shit we've been through. Oh, honey, we fought battles together. My goodness. Turquoise B, Sagittarius are some of the most fun people to be around. Their energy is contagious. I actually, me and my mom's a Sag. We do not get along. We just do not get along. It's bad. Most of my enemies have been Sages. My 8th house is also Sag, so I don't know if that's what it is, but they get like a weird obsession with me. Sagittarius people, like they want to like hurt me or they want to like ruin me or they want to, so I got really lucky with Poet, because you definitely want to have like I feel like when it comes to Sagittarius or Taurus people, you want them on your side more than you want them opposing you. Like Taurus sons, more specifically, are terrifying. They are crazy. I'm sorry. The good ones are awesome. But when you got a crazy Sag or a crazy Taurus, like, and they're like, they don't like you and their swords pointed at you, forget it, honey. Is this your new boyfriend? What? Poet's my best friend. This is my best friend that's in the chat, a poet's muse. My bestie has a boyfriend. He is very gay. So no. My dad's moon is Sagittarius and he's a narcissist. Yeah, Sages are crazy. I dated one Sag and never again. I mean, when it was good, like, he definitely went to bat for me, but I also had things that he needed and wanted, as far as, like, a social career and whatever at the time, so, like, can't even really trust that, to be honest. Misconnecting in your live video. So glad to be back in your. Oh, good, Oracle. Well, I'm so glad you're here. Mercury and Sagittarius here. Eight of Wands. I love Mercury and Sagittarius. My daughter also has. My mom has it too. But my mom's really funny though. Like my dad tried to say something one time, and because Mercury and Sagittarius can be like very blunt, like to the point where it's like, oh, did they just say that? Oh my god! Like you have to like pretend like there's something on the ceiling and just like pretend like you didn't hear it sometimes, like my mom one time in public, like in a public setting, and her and my dad were drinking, and my dad is a Capricorn rising, my mom's a Sag rising, but my dad's a Leo sun and my mom's a Sag sun, and my dad's a Leo moon. But they were out, and she's always like the wild one. He's always having to clean up her fucking messes, and he said something like, "Come on, Ange, this is ridiculous. We gotta go inside," right? That Capricorn rising. And she's like, "Oh, honey, shut up. You're hung like a refried bean." Oh my God. What I tell you? I was like, no, why did you say that? Ugh. And then when my daughter was 8 years old, we took her to Great Wolf Lodge for her birthday, right? She's a Sagittarius sun with a Mercury and Sag and a Leo rising. We're like best friends. I love her. So she has a lot of the similar placements that my actual best friend does, which I find funny, including the Venus and Capricorn. But one time we're sitting there, and my daughter is very known for being hysterical, very known for being blunt. That is her whole personality. She's like the funniest one in her family. And I don't know where she heard this from, where she saw it on television or her phone or whatever, but she's 8 years old, and, um, my dad is sitting in there with us in the lodge, and, he goes, "Oh god, yeah, you guys, I don't wanna do that. That's horrible." And she goes, "Horrible? You mean like when your dad left when you were 8 years old, when he said he was gonna go get a carton of cigarettes and a gallon of milk, but he never came back? That kind of horrible?" I beg your finest fucking pardon, ma'am? What did you just say? 8 years old. What are you talking about? Where did you hear that from? And how did you say that so quickly without a stutter? It was incredible. My best friend is just like that. Yeah, she is. She's your total twin. I can see why her and I are so close. And that's Poet too. And I'm not even going to say what Poet said out loud. I can't even say it on my stream the insults that he came up with. Oh my God. I can't even say it out loud. But Mercury and Sag is my favorite placement. They are hysterical people. God, they are funny. Except when it's directed at you, then it ain't so fucking funny. Mercury and Virgo can be really funny too, though. I said I was going, but the energy sucks me back in. Okay. Virgo placements calm down, Gemini all over the place. Yeah. Gemini energy is a lot for me. It's a lot. It is. Like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius remind me of like Mean Girls. Like from the Mean Girls, like very chatty, very like woo, like but all the I don't know. I'll leave that there. I really, really, really like Aquarius women. I will say that. I really enjoy Aquarius women, but even them as well. Like there's something about them airheads, y'all airheads, boy. So funny. I should probably be careful with what I say around her. Has her North Node conjunct my Mercury. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh. Poet's moon square Jupiter is tough. Oh, I didn't even see that. Has trouble expressing his emotions. Do you think? Or he can get really stubborn. Um, can get really stubborn maybe. Like when his emotions are touched. Uh, I will say this, he's a very logical person. Very much about like logic, right? Oh, this is so logical. It needs to be logical. What is this intuition you speak of? Like, shut the fuck up, honey. Okay. Um, but when he really feels something, he feels it very deeply, but he will try to disassociate. He'll try to disassociate. Crazy with her knowing all this, still don't know any of this. I'm dead, poet. Yeah. He can get like this very like if he feels, but he's really a softie though. Like like about certain things, like he can really, especially about his friendships, and his friendships are very important to him. And he can find himself very wounded by certain things with friendships because he can take them very seriously, right? Venus and Capricorn, right? He takes them very seriously and he works very hard at his friendships. Um, and there are some times when friends can kind of turn into lovers with him as well. So that Venus in that 11th house is very like spot on. Um, and he's very well rounded as far as like knowing about the world. He's very interested in that kinds of stuff. He knows he's very well rounded with like things that he knows. Um Wait, what is that? That must be, oh, I see. Oh, okay, okay. Mercury. Interesting. Let me tell you something. That Saturn in Leo is pretty funny. I know Saturn doesn't do well in Leo, but that Saturn in the sixth, boy, this motherfucker, I swear he gets like 20 promotions a year. Poet and Violetta both value friendship. Yes, but I when I get into a romantic relationship, I tend to throw myself into it and sometimes my friendships will suffer. Poet more so prioritizes his friendships over his romantic relationship. So we're kind of different in that way, but he's very sensitive about his friendships. And he'll definitely defend you. Like he'll definitely defend you. Like he will absolutely have your back. Ooh, we should pull up our synastry. I'm gonna pull up our synastry, honey. Hold on. And then I'll probably get out of here maybe, but I want to pull up our synastry chart. Because Pinky's here, and I know Pinky, she knows what the fuck is going on. There we go. Okay. So there's my Taurus rising. Um, there's his ascendant right here. And my Jupiter is in his first house. And then you'll see his Jupiter in my first house. Look at his Lilith conjunct my moon. His Lilith is conjunct my moon. Pluto conjunct Mercury. Oh God, I had that synastry with my ex. It was awful. Wait, is this? Yeah, his Saturn is in my 5th house. Time to get serious. Sun in each other's 7th house, you can see. Yeah, his Mars and his Sun is conjunct my Saturn. Ooh. Damn, we're going on 7 years, bitch. We are. We are. Then that Saturn knows how to rein in that Mars, though, boy. Okay. Oh, I love this song. I wish I could turn up music. What do you think that means? I never really thought about that. Lilith conjunct Moon. I wish I could share too. Aw. Part of Fortune conjunct Vertex. His Uranus is conjunct my descendant. Fucking accurate. Saturn is conjunct my moon. Oh, God. That would be horrible for you. Well, I mean, I have a Saturn in Sagittarius, so, you know. I'm like a golden retriever. Yeah, he has Neptune conjunct Mercury. Anyway. Oh, God, I'm freaking tired. Oh, look at that. I never noticed his Mercury conjunct my Uranus. I can see why we bounce off of each other like that. Oh my God. Me and him, like, we used to live stream together and we had a really great, like, verbal dynamic together. And we would, like, bounce off of each other, just back and forth, like 2 people playing ping pong or something. What's up, Michaela? You guys go trip? Like, go tripping together? No, well, I'm not gonna talk about that. We've had fun, though. You know what I mean? We've had some good times. You both activate each other's emotional needs and primal desires. Well, good thing it's all platonic. We also keep each other's secrets big time. This bitch knows, like, everything about me. His Mercury is in my 8th house. He knows about all my shit. All my shit. Listen, I told him, if they ever come for my secrets and they want to pay you, take the money. Then warn me about it. Then we'll leave and we'll spend the money together. This bitch knows. This bitch has all my secrets, honey. All of them. Let me see. My Pluto's in his 8th house. Looks like conjunct his Uranus. South node in his 8th house. With V Saturn conjunct my moon, she reminds me of all my inner work I need to do. Well, that's good though, right? Moon enhances intuition for Lilith person. That's good because this bitch never wants to listen to his intuition. That's not logical. Shut up, you fucking Aquarius rising. Get the hell out of here. Like a fucking robot. Based on my calculations, that could not be accurate. Okay. All right, Bill Nye, relax. She really said that, right? Well, I definitely think that we were husband and wife in a past life. Violetta, do astrocartography before traveling. Oh my God, I haven't done that in so long. Ooh, I need to go on my Venus line. I have been living on my Chiron line since I was 20. Tired. I'm tired. Tired, guys. I've been living on my Chiron line for almost 18 years. I don't want to do this anymore. Sometimes I don't want to be reminded of all the work I need to do. You know what? That's probably why I can't be in a relationship with people. Oh, honey, nobody murdered you. Nobody murdered you, honey. He has this narrative that I murdered him in a past life. I mean, maybe with that South Node in his 8th house. Oh, no. Is that me? No, that is me. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. I definitely activate that in people, though. That's why poet's there to ground me. Oh, honey, you're doing too much. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, honey, you're being paranoid. And it's so annoying because, like, when I know that I'm right, I'm like, I know I'm right. I fucking know I'm right about this. And he's like, it's not logical. Bah, 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 bah. And then, like, I end up being fucking right about it. I'm still crushing. Please let me suggest a spiritual journey. It's been the best. Seriously, you can always come to Florida. Lots of inspiration here. Thinking of you. Good night. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you so much for saying that. I've been to Florida quite a few times. I went there for some fan meet and greets for Playlist Live. I want to get out of the country. T says hi. Hey. I want to get the hell out of the country. Maybe I want to get me like an Italian man. You know what I'm saying? Go to Italy. What's up, Tolis? You're a Zeus? Uranus Zeus. Talking about Uranus Jupiter? I mean, that's a 13, 14-year cycle. That's a 13, 14-year cycle, but we're coming off of the tail end of that now. But mine was more of like a breaking away of a certain connection in my life. Like I was like, I broke away. I like kind of got freed up there. And now I'm in this energy. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean for y'all to look at my damn crotch. Italian men are fun. I used to date one and I really liked him because he wasn't like one of those like, oh, what are you talking about? You know, he wasn't like one of those like Guido guys. He was he was a model, first of all. This is back when I was like 28, maybe. And he was Italian. He was full-blooded Italian. He was super protective. He was also a Scorpio, so double trouble. But I like that he was protective. I like that he wasn't a pussy. And like he wasn't interested in like being friends with everyone. You know, like he was interested in being friends, but like if he didn't like you, he'd be like, no. And I really valued that. Like I really liked that. It wasn't just like, "Oh, we're going to just be friends with everyone and be fake." And he wasn't fake. You know, that's what I liked. He was kind of a whore though, so I couldn't. Were you relieved when you broke away? Not at first. I don't want to go into detail about that. But it was more so where I wouldn't say I was like relieved, like, oh, thank God, get out of here. Like, it wasn't really like that. It was just, I was ready to look forward. You know what I mean? Like, I was ready to, um, live my life. like live my life. I just want to live my life. I want to live. I'm tired of worrying and like being stressed out about what somebody's doing. Like fuck that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to like sit here and have to hang around while I feel like something's going on. I don't like living in like methamphetamine city where I feel like I'm constantly on alert. I just don't. So I just, you know, I'm just looking forward. I'm not like, ugh, thank God, bye. Like nothing like that. I'm just excited for what's next, I think. Like I went and scheduled to get my passport, like I said, that I'm going to go get on Monday, and I'm really happy about that. And I just want to like do stuff. I signed up for like an acting class thing, and I just want to live. I want to date and I want to fall in love and I want to do all of that stuff, be a loser. Emancipating. Interesting. Time Passages is a good app. I agree with that. I'm scared of engaging too much with public audience. I'm too sensitive. Yeah, but see, that's the thing though, is you have to do the things that scare you. That's what builds confidence. You know what I mean? And listen, I can't talk. I mean, there are a lot of things that I'm like, no fucking way, but there are some things where I'm like, oh no, I just gotta do this. I know that once I do it, I'll just get over it. I just won't even care. I'll be over it. Like it'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Um But yeah, you gotta sometimes you gotta do the things that scare you. Okay. I'm not talking about like walking into an abandoned building by yourself when you know there are crackheads in there at 3 in the morning. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay, guys. So just, in case I gotta explain it to some people. Um, oh, thanks, Oracle. I appreciate that. I really want to get my best friend on here. That's what I really want. I really want to be able to, because what I could do is I could do a Zoom call and I could put him on here with me. I would love that so much. Oh my God. I do tarot and I'm an astrology freak. I love that. I wish I could like listen to regular music while I'm on YouTube. Human design. What did they say? I was like the martyr and the something. Something in the martyr. I can't remember. I was pretty disappointed. Doo, 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 doo. I want to do more live streams though. I miss it. I miss doing live streams. I miss live streaming with my bestie. I love doing that stuff. But yeah, I just want to live. I want to live. I want to go out. I want to go shopping. I'd like to get rich. That would be fun. I want to help people. I want to meet people I don't like. I want to meet people I do like. I want to make love. I want to read in like a fucking garden somewhere out of the country. I would love to have a dragon meet and greet. Like I would love to set something up where I could meet you guys like in a place somewhere. I would love to do that. I've always wanted to do that, but my channel's too small for me to do that, to be honest. Oh wow, World Oracle. Okay. I don't know what that is, but it sounds serious. Oh my goodness. I think I want to eat something and go to bed. I'm getting sleepy. I'm tired. Yes, I would love a meetup. I just don't know how many people would actually come to see me. Like, I'm literally nobody. I'm literally nobody. Who the fuck is gonna come out and see me? You know what quote reminds me of you? It's time for a new adventure, and I don't know where I'm headed. How exciting. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, a little bit. Um, but yeah, I also want to glow up, you know? I also want a little bit of a glow up. I'm getting Botox in May, which I'm happy about. I haven't had Botox in a long time, like 2 years or something, maybe a year and a half. I am getting my hair done in May as well, and I wanna get, like, some, like, uh, some, I don't know, like a I work out a lot, but, like, my stomach isn't, like, what I want it to look like. Like, I just need the skin tightened a little bit more, like, I wanna do something like that, but it's not, like, anything like, I'm too small to do like, it's not so bad where I need, like, a tummy tuck. So, they would probably turn me away for that. The problems that I have are super minor, or, like, right here, like, under my butt right here, like, under that little line, I have, like, these other little lines, and it's kinda like, kinda I don't it's not like cellulite, it's just, like, I don't know, it's, like, little fat lines, like when a baby has, like, a fat line. I wanna get rid of that. I hate that so much. And, like, that little inner thigh fat, I wanna get liposuction for that really bad. Get a tan in oh my god, can you imagine? Like, it would be over for you bitches if I got a tan in Cancun. Bitch, you couldn't even serve it properly. Bitch, you're not shit. I really tried. It would be over for you bitches if I got a tan in Cancun. Like, bitch, take your Cancun ass out of here. Ah! Oh my god. You're being so perfectionist. But you know what? No, I love how I love this. Okay. But I am a perfectionist a lot. I'm a perfectionist about how I look. I can be. Not as much as I used to though, which thank God, because that was taking over my whole life. But I also like when I put out for instance, when I do work for Where Dead Flowers Bloom, like when I put some, I want to make sure that it is fucking as perfect as I can get it, as far as like the writing and stuff. And I know that it never will, right? And sometimes it doesn't need to be because that imperfection can be absolutely stunning. But you know, I think about it and I'm like, why not, dude? I'm 37. I'm not gonna have any more kids. You know, I think I'm still beautiful. I work really hard. I bust my ass. I've gone through a lot in my life. I've overcome addiction. You know, I've given to charity. I just donated tons of my stuff to charity, like furniture, and all of my old clothes from when I was bratty cupcakes or whatever, you know, that old persona. And I bust my ass, you know, I really bust my ass in a few areas of my life. And you know, I've had my heart broken a lot and I've broken some hearts as well. And but I why the fuck not? You know? Like why not? Why can't I go and you know, go get some liposuction under my ass and then head to Barcelona to write a book and then meet an Italian man or woman that sweeps me off my feet and then I never see them again. You know, like why can't I do that? You know what I mean? Ugh. Oh, thank you. I'm 37, Gis or G's. I'll be 38 in September. And like why can't I, you know, like I want to do that. I want to do that, like whatever that is, you know. I want to explore. Thank you, FG. FG and I will host you in California. I mean, I would love to. I just don't think that anyone is going to. I don't think anyone's gonna come. Who the fuck is gonna come? Like, honestly, who the hell is gonna come? Like Lori, okay. Maybe Rick, I don't know. But who would go? Maybe Carmen. But I don't know anybody who's like such a fan of me that they would be like, yeah, fuck yeah, we're going to see Violetta. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Complexity, but she lives out of the country if I'm not mistaken. I'm 39, collagen supplements. Yeah, and I'm not worried about that. Well, like I'm not saying I'm not worried about that. Like I heard resveratrol or whatever is really good for skin and stuff like that. But I'm more like I'm not afraid to go the like to take a risk, you know, like I'm not afraid to take a risk like on like a surgery, like for my skin. You know, I've been having Morpheus treatments for the past 2 months and I had my last treatment on May 3rd. So it's like where they punctured and I'm doing it with PRP from your blood or whatever, like the vampire facial, but it's with the Morpheus 8. And so I've been doing that. And so I'm getting my last treatment on May 3rd. Shout out to my subscriber who is paying for that, by the way, and who has paid for that. A fucking absolutely incredible person. And so I like those like collagen supplements, like, yeah, but I'm willing to like go under the knife or like get, you know, put a bunch of needles in my face, you know, or go to Barcelona and meet the love of my life. Write a book that is basically exposing everything about myself. You know, I'm very vulnerable on Where Dead Flowers Bloom, if you haven't noticed. I am like devastatingly vulnerable, like tragically vulnerable, you know? And I'm learning that that's just me. And I've been made fun of for that before, you know, like being so emotional or being so like whatever, like everything's so dramatic. But like I romanticize my life, you know, or like I have. May 3rd is my birthday. Oh my God. But my body is shutting down. I found out I have a parasite. Oh my God. I am a failing pancreas. Are you fucking kidding me? I am so sorry. God, I'm so sorry. What the hell? Oh my God, Bakersfield, California. Wait, how many people live in California? Oh my God, Lori, Hawaii. I love Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii so many times. I loved Hawaii. Who wouldn't love Hawaii? Hawaii is beautiful. Oh my God. You are transparent on WDFP. I am. Oh my God. Look at that. Okay. Okay, friends. All right, guys, let me get out of here. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I did not realize how late it was. I had no freaking idea how freaking late it was. But I need to go to bed. I gotta work out in the morning. I also have to record an all signs for you guys tomorrow. Make sure that you guys like get in contact with each other or whatever. Maybe you guys can hang out or whatever. Just be there to support each other, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. But yeah, I love you guys. I love you, dragons. Lori, thank you for being in here. Turquoise FG, Jeez, Jeez. I'm not gonna say Jizz. God. Oracle, did I say FG Pinky, of course, Alphonse. Oh my God, all of you got so many people in California. What's up, Balance? Is that England? God, that's so I'm like, oh my God, all these people. Oh, thanks, Tolis. You're welcome, Turquoise, of course. Wow, so many people in California. Meet up in Cali. Okay, guys, I love you. Have a wonderful night. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.